Hello and welcome. I am Ash Mannix. I have survived, and today, once again, we're going to play some Iwaihime. I see you in the chat. I am Mum, Mr. Dickon Balls, IOWY. It's nice to see you again. Alright, crack dealer.
Crack dealer, you are nicked off your first place podium once again.
Once again. The key crack dealer is to come in a bit early. But hey, we see you, and that's all that matters. I am joined today by my wonderful co-host, Kixel.
It took me all week to recover from the emotional trauma from the last episode.
Oh, I forgot about that. Thanks for... No, I've still forgotten about it. What happened in the last episode? We heard about... We went through what, Toei... What's her ancestor's name?
Suzumu.
Suzumu. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, her and Mutsu suffered horribly at the hands of the villagers, who are just absolutely fucking terrible, and got away with it.
Yeah, and what they did to our man, yeah.
Yeah, let me just relive that. So they decided that fuck this curse, let's seal it inside Suzumu instead of any of our actual people. Which ended up giving her the fucking Toei effect, where she's constantly cursed, keeps passing out. And I believe a scene which showed Mutsu being cut in half quite horrifically was probably real, but is presented to you in a way that it could be interpreted as either something she hallucinated or happened in reality. I don't know.
And
I think it happened for real.
Also, repeatedly.
Yeah, and yeah, the curse involves her needing to bear a child, so the villagers went about that. She had a child, died in childbirth, and the child apparently carries her consciousness. I'm not sure about that, but every child needs to bear another child to keep the curse going. And so here we are in the modern era, somehow having gone through this entire... this been going on the entire time, somehow.
And just to clarify, each iteration of Suzumu goes through a similar-ish life as she does. They are entrapped or kept at home. They are potentially impregnated against their will.
What do you mean potentially? That much is pretty much almost explicitly said.
When they're very young, have a kid, and when they have a kid, they usually die at childbirth, and it's a repeating thing. And she seems to, as Kuxo said, inherit either the memories or potentially she is reborn effectively each time the new kid is born, or something like that. So it's almost like there is a consciousness there that has experienced 1,000 years of pain. So yes, and
let's not forget that each generation, the curse gets more potent, to the point where some generation, like, I don't know, 200 years ago or something like that, the villagers were like, fuck, this will actually, she'll die before she gives birth to a child. What now? They're like, oh, we found some bullshit in this book of magic bullshit. They can split the cursed baby into quintuplets. Let's do that. It'll spread the curse out.
Yeah, because if the curse gets too strong inside the Suzumu reincarnation baby person, it will take over, and the god that she is cursed by will be reborn.
I have so many questions. Does that mean they have to consider carry out the same ritual for all 5 babies now, or just the first one?
I'm assuming it's the first one, because we've now got these 5 girls that are like not reincarnations of Suzumu. But let me have a look at the chat. Crack Dealer is saying, Malversation, shut up, you're 2 minutes late. Thank you. How can I mess that bad? I am Mum's asking Ash, why do you have a short called Ara Ara? Why not? It's there for your pleasure. That you can put on repeat. Karate said, I went back and watched that again. It was so try hard. The first thing will come to mind is just give her to Mutsu. Yes, suited it to 5.
Yeah, but they considered Mutsu a traitor of the village for some reason, even though, as far as I can see, he only acted in the best interests of the village.
Yeah, so this game turned into like the villagers are just total scum. There's no grey area here. For some reason, they're so great at the beginning. They're like reasonably villagers, and then they just turn into shittiness, right? Pure, unadulterated shittiness.
Just absolute selfishness, corruption, and malice. That's it. There's nothing else. I Am Mum asks a very pertinent question. Why doesn't she just kill herself? I don't know. Maybe she just can't.
The problem with Suzunomi didn't kill herself because she felt like she needed. Part of her was like, okay, I need to do this anyway because Mutsu would have been affected by the curse, right?
I still believe Mutsu was killed early on.
No, but that's why she initially agreed to do it, right? Because they said it will affect Mutsu. So then she did it, but when she absorbed the curse, she has continuous nightmares, and because of that, she's in a constant state of
she's
semi-consciousness.
She's kind of delirious. She has no idea what's real, what isn't.
Which is why she's not able to kill herself. They actually said, the villagers said, it's a good thing she's like that. Otherwise, she would have killed. We would have had to keep a closer eye on her. She would have killed herself a long time ago.
She said that, or they said that at some point.
They said something there, or either that, or someone mentioned it. It was mentioned in the the game at some point. I don't know who it was that specifically said it. I think it was the villager saying it's made our life a lot easier. All
the stuff you can find on the internet, and you beat off to the end of episode 1 apparently.
Episode 1, weird.
I'm disappointed by that one.
Pixel's like, that's not my type of degeneracy. You could say the suit further corrupted him, potentially, but the suit wasn't there when they went on the hunt for the deer gods. They just went absolutely apeshit. Yeah. And even afterwards they're like, oh no, why are we being cursed? And like, you've just destroyed the gods that you believe in, that you have revered for so long, and you massacred their whole people after they sacrificed themselves. Fucking hell, I just like, it's too much, right? It's gratuitous, it's over the top. Like it's just like pain exploitation story, right? Because there's like they're so bad, and they can like, even how they're like we'll just fucking rape Suzunomi because right, and you're just like, fuck off, everyone, right? Like, where's
I was talking with Loopy about it today, and to give her fucking review, I don't watch it, I don't like it at all. Bad stuff.
It's just fucking it's really over the top in a way that's just it just feels like bullshit compared to like look, I know Ryukishi usually does
he's had the concept of a corrupt village before in Higurashi, but it's not been like this.
No, this is fucking well over the top. What's the chat saying? But I think that's not the case. They're just scum. Oh, fair enough. I Am Mum says, Ash, you should drink the Grimace shake. Yeah, I've seen a lot of people. That apparently that's been a bit of a trend recently.
I don't understand that one. Honestly.
I don't know. It's like a pulper milkshake, and so they just drink it and then act like it kills them. I don't know why. It's the internet. Who fucking? It's an interesting coloured milkshake that looks like poison, I suppose. I like it. I mean, I've not had it.
Do you not know where the milkshake comes from?
No, it's the Grimace character from McDonald's, yeah. Which I'm not really familiar with. I just know it's purple because of him, right? But that's it. I like purple. I am a purple man. And I like...
Oh, that's the fucking... Oh, right, I see. You're biased. Right, let's move on then.
I like purple. I mean, if that's not... Look at my background.
I am looking at your background. I am looking at your face. I'm looking at your logo, and I see it.
Funnily enough, well, Ash Mannix likes purple. Never. But yeah, it does look interesting. I should fucking get one. I want to know what it tastes like. I'm assuming it's like, I don't know, grape flavored or some shit. God knows, maybe it just has some sort of weird fucking artificial as fuck flavor.
It's probably I was about to say it's probably just all completely artificial with no actual natural flavorings in it at all.
Let me just say hello to Garlic Bread X. I see you there. The real tragedy is that Suzumu inherited Mutsu's looks, but none of his traits. Ah, yes. Suzumu sucks. He didn't have Mutsu's humanity. In
all honesty, I just felt like they made our main characters a bit bland to make the ancestors more appealing, just so they could hit us with a fucking tragedy. And I'm annoyed by it.
That's that's stupid. That feels like a cheap, shitty thing to do. Because we deal with the main characters more than we deal with the ancestors,
I know,
right?
but just
why would you do that? No, that's stupid.
Just think about it. How much did we fucking love Mutsu and Susanome in their very first appearance?
And to be fair, it's not like they have loads of personality. They just had like some personality at points. At some points, which
they
contrasted.
Had charisma. They had good acting. And they were just fucking adorable together.
No, only when they were together, and it was at specific points when they were when they were together, right? Otherwise, they were nothing special on their own or outside of that. To be fair, right? And it's because Suzumu and Toei is understandable because of what's she's dealing with, but Suzumu sucks, right? Wait, what's Crack Dealer saying? No.
It worked, right? And look, we like the ancestors, and Garlic Bread X says they are likable characters. That's all we needed. And fucking hell, they throw that shit at us. You know, I feel like I haven't actually recovered. I was nearly like catatonic the next day. It was so bad.
I don't know why you got so affected, but I mean, it pissed me off mostly. I mean, it's so cartoonishly bad that it was hard to be emotionally scarred by it, because I was just like, this is so gratuitous. I'm just getting really fucking pissed off, and my anger is just like rising more and more at these fucking villagers. Honestly, it just
it's because they're a young couple in love, right, and all that sort of stuff, you know, cheesy bullshit. But you know, you just sort of think, you feel bad. You're like, look, it seems to me that the fucking village just could not handle Suzumu, like I say Suzumu, I mean Mitsu, like in this one girl from the outside. And you know, I tried to look at the reality of the situation. Like, if you strip, you know, Umineko, where it's like, try to look at the underside of the story. What's the real thing that's happening, not the magic explanation. And to me, it's like, you know, this is just an outsider came to the village, and they thought, fuck her, let's fuck them over. So they killed him and they imprisoned her, essentially.
So what didn't like that? It wasn't. Yeah, I mean, it's bad that they were young, but this is like anime style visual novel, so they're usually that. It wasn't the young aspect that didn't add too much to it. I was just like, it didn't matter what age they were. It was like two innocent.
Age has nothing to do with it. Yes,
yeah, for me, two innocent people, right? Being
like, I'm calling them a young couple. I'm calling them a young couple because they were new. They were like, you know, they were
a new couple, newly made couple.
A new couple, okay. Yes.
But like, either way, right? I think the thing that annoyed me was they were innocent and they were trying to do the right thing, trying to be good people.
That's the crazy part of it.
Yeah,
that they were in the right as well.
And the rest of the village can, honestly, I feel like they should have done to them what they did to the deer people. But anyway, what's the chat saying? No, shut up. Don't want to fucking hear that, says Crack Dealer. Well, first, the Twitter. Wait, what Twitter?
He's talking about the shake thing, man.
Oh, and then Twitter's doing that thing of... Well, let me read the rest of the chat. Yeah, I am saying, redo of healer moment. Crack Dealer saying, not here too. It's not outside the States. I am says, watching Yumi no Naka. I don't know. I've not watched that. Crack Dealer says, not even Canada, but I guess it wouldn't... It worked, didn't it? Kratio says, we love the
All right,
ancestors.
so to catch up, look, to give context, it's not outside the States, not even Canada. He's talking about the shake, but I guess it worked, didn't it? He's talking about what we were talking about, Mutsu and Suzumu, and how we end up liking them. We love the ancestors, and Garlic Britick says they're likable characters.
I think because they had a good moment with each other. I think maybe Suzumu, when I think about it, no, he had that thing with
He's had
Tsubakiko,
some
right?
moments.
And it was
Look,
fucking terrible. He goes, let's just try it out. I'm like, fuck off, mate. Don't fucking half-heart. I just need to try. I'll try this relationship. I'm not sure about what, but we'll see how it goes. I'm like, fuck off, man. Make a decision.
Look, right. Fucking Suzumu has had moments. He ended up falling in love with Kanae and her story. In fucking the first one, he was hitting on Toei. He was hitting on Toei.
So shit.
He was.
But all of it is creepy and shit, right? It's just like, with Toei, he's just like, oh, I don't know what it is, but I really like her. And then he sees her sucking that dude's toes.
Yes, I know. That's what I'm saying. It's not fucking the same, is it?
And then Kanai, right? He was just like, I'll do anything for you. Like, he has no real reason to especially like her, right? I don't feel like that's been earned. And then he just turns into a kind of simp. He's like, I'll do everything for you. And then the fact that we see him say the same thing to like 2 or 3 characters, because he says it to Toei in the first
no, with Toei he becomes like half drunk, where it's like, check out my tree punching. With Kane, it's just this weird sort of infatuation that comes out of nowhere.
It's gross.
With what's it called? No, he doesn't fall for Riria. She's trying to make him fall.
She falls for him.
Yeah, she falls for him. And then in the last one with Tsubakiko, it's kind of like, yeah, why not? Let's go for it. Yeah.
God,
and
what a fucking half-arse.
And then she's like fucking wrecking her room with a metal pipe. While all the girls go fucking insane. Also, he punched a bell to break Tsubakiko out of the curse thing.
Yeah. Cracker saying, oh, what do you mean? Don't y'all like the sketchy park Suzumu and his black oh my god. Yeah, he was giving black liquid or something that looked like him was giving black liquid to Riria in the park.
Oh god, drug dealer Suzumu.
Yeah, he's falling.
Right, let's move on.
Yeah. Anyway, let's
move on.
Now that we've cancelled ourselves, or we're going to get this demonetized. What am I talking about? There's no monetization. So the 26th of June, I think, was the... No? Was it? No, that's March. This was it.
No. Hang on. They're up one. That's the one.
No, because this is the 25th of June, and that's the 18th of June.
Fuck me, I'm looking at the wrong window.
Wait, what are you looking at?
You want the one in June, man. 25th of June.
Yeah, so let me click on that. Let me say yes, and let me switch to the full screen.
I was looking at the YouTube window, not the fucking
Oh,
Discord
it was delayed
window.
by a bit, like,
Yeah.
I said goodbye to Miss Hinagata and returned to the shrine grounds. Of course, it's true that I was stunned by such an outlandish story. But apart from that, I felt like I'd gone on a 1,000-year-long trip for some reason.
What does that even feel like?
Climbing a mountain.
Oh, you could tell us about that then.
I'll tell you that in a bit. Like I just left the theatre after watching a long, long movie.
Oh, I felt like that after watching fucking Batman vs Superman. Like,
I don't
honestly
know.
felt like I got to the halfway point and I'm like, this feels like it's been going on for my whole life. I'm like, how much movie is left? I've got the seek bar up and it's like halfway. I'm like, fucking hell. It was bad.
Wait, have you catch up in Oshinoko?
No, not yet. I've just got it all because me and my brother were watching it the other day, the first episode. I finally got him on it.
Wait, alright, you've got it all, meaning what? Are all the episodes out? It's only episode 11.
Which was the last one.
Ah, fuck! Was that the last episode?
It's the last episode, and I've got them all downloaded, so I'm going to watch them at some point.
Fuck me, man. Fuck.
Might binge it tomorrow.
It's one of those low-key, I enjoy it, but it's not like wham bam, super exciting. It's just, I don't know, there's something about it I really fucking enjoy. And almost every episode at the ending, it makes me feel something in my cold black heart. They have a really good way of like ending an episode on a kind of cliffhanger or some sort of like high emotional note. Genuinely enjoyed it. Crack Dealer saying I will binge it. Oh, finally. Yeah. Honestly, it's It's really I thoroughly enjoyed it. And the art style is great. I love the eyes and how they make full use of those sparkly, marbly eyes that they have in that show. Anyway, back to this misery. I wanted to be alone so I could get my feelings sorted out. I felt like I was still in the movie. Everyone's had times where they've empathized too much and felt like they'd become the protagonist. But even after returning to reality, I still felt that way. In fact, I felt more like I'd finally remembered something I'd forgotten for many years. It was a strange feeling, one I'd never experienced before, and I just couldn't get rid of it. I returned to the doll memorial hall. Though the main shrine was constantly full of people, this place was always desolate. I felt as though this place was far removed from reality. I think I went there because I didn't want to go back to reality until I'd sorted out my feelings. Or maybe I was guided there. She was waiting in front of the doll memorial hall. Oh god. I don't know if I can handle this. See, when they interact like this, it fucking just...
Suzu.
I tried to say Kurukami, but my mouth said Suzu instead.
Is she dressed differently? She is, isn't she?
Yeah, what does she usually wear?
I don't know, but these clothes are nice. I like them.
Remember she had an awakening or something?
Oh, and
Yeah.
she killed the dude. Yeah, I forgot about that entirely.
Yeah, because there was so much... Like, he was insignificant in the grand scheme of bullshit that was going on.
Garlic Predec says she doesn't have a doll with her, and she often wears Miko clothes. Yeah, she's not wearing the Miko clothes now. She's just wearing a cutesy girl outfit.
Miko as in Shrine Maiden.
Yes.
Okay. Cratty says, I think the black and white colour represents the emotions and good or evil intentions of a character at the present time.
I'm sorry, what? What are we talking about?
And her face is cute. Oh, she has got the... She doesn't have the bags under her eyes, at least. But I do think she... The same,
as well.
same-ish expression. Just kind of like staring into the fucking abyss.
Uh-huh.
Who was Suzu? Was I mixing her up with someone with a similar name? Oh... Suzunome. But I didn't know anyone called that. She smiled wryly when she saw even I was taken aback. Oh shit!
Well, I like it when you say it like that.
I love the fucking mature voice all of a sudden. Can you say that I've been a bad boy, Toei? So is this Suzunome or is this the deer god? Because she's talking as if she's Suzunome.
Well, she just said Mutsu, so...
Oh, Crackdeer's saying the Oshinoko eyes. Yes! Yes!
I remember that.
There's a thing there where it goes like shiny bright when it's good, but it goes dark when it's... Oh, yes! Anyway. Crackdeer's going, woof! I didn't understand what Kurukami was saying.
Kurokami.
I'll say it my Scottish way because it's right.
What is your Scottish way?
Kurokami. But though her words were venomous, she also seemed a little happy too.
That's a weird greeting.
Okay. It's stuff like this that just puts me off Suzumu more. I just feel like this comes out of nowhere. It doesn't feel earned. It just feels kind of random. Even though we know the whole background as to why he's thinking this and feeling this.
Do we?
We do, because he's the reincarnation of Mutsu and there's all this shit.
Do we know that? Do we know that for sure? I mean,
Oh my
I know
god!
that...
Come on, he looks exactly like him. Fucking...
I know he looks exactly like him, right? But the thing is, we haven't established any reason for him to be reborn. We know what's going on with Toei and Susanome, but we have no idea what the fuck's going on with him.
The gods decided to throw her a bone after 1,000 years. That's what it probably is. I'm mum saying...
I am mum, yes. My brother's been telling me to watch Mushoku Tensei.
I haven't seen season 2. I watched season 1 a long time ago, and I think I've not seen season 2. Mushoku Tensei season 2, bitch. The season where Rudius gets laid for the second time. Also, what? Shut up! Stop ruining it. I need to watch it.
1000年遅い。盆栽に拳を砕いて泣き寝入りしたお前に。今さら何ができる
Oh yeah.
She was mad disappointed by that one.
Hi mum saying season 2 came out today.
What, all of it?
だが、それを笑う気はない。
I feel like I only watched... Was there a second half to the first season?
I have no idea.
Because I only watched the first season, but I feel like I've missed more than that. And this is going to annoy me. Because I remember there was like a new season out ages ago. And I hadn't watched it. And I'm now... Oh, fuck it off. Let me just double check. Blah, 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 blah. Wait. More details? Does this tell you how many seasons there are? God. We're in what? There's a network error with Crunchyroll. What is this? Their website's fucked. Well done.
Why are you going on Crunchyroll?
Ah, fuck. Because I wanted to check
You got a fucking game to play. Come on.
So distractions.
You can check the fucking anime later.
Oh, there's 2 halves to season 1. I should have looked at the chat. I've not seen the second half of season 1, I think. I think that's what it is. Or maybe, yeah. Well, Crunchyroll has a record of it, I'll see.
1000年を経て、ようやく我が呪いは完全に熟した。
Question, Toei, cursed Toei Suzunome's ghost deer bullshit. Why, after 1,000 years, is it even relevant anymore?
Good question, but also, why is Mutsu telling us this as if Mutsu...
Who's Mutsu saying anything?
Sorry, not Mutsu,
Mutsu's
Suzunomi. Why is Suzunomi... My curse is...
Toei.
Suzunomi's talk... Well, so Toei, but let's say Suzunomi, right? Or whatever.
Alright, let's say she's haunted by the ghost of Susanome and the deer or whatever, right?
Why is Suzunomi seems to be on the deer's god's side now? Because she's like, ha ha ha, my curse is finally right. Fuck you guys.
Well, like, I can imagine her saying, like, after 1,000 years of cooking some bullshit, she's like, finally, it's ready. I can understand that. I have no issue with that. My issue is it's been a fucking 1,000 years. All those villagers are dead. The current villagers don't seem too bad. And if they are, they're fucking, like, you know, they don't deserve the shit that those villagers deserve.
The sins of our fathers will affect us in our present time.
Oh, shit, man.
Of course it's bullshit.
Shit.
I know it's bullshit. But that's... People are fucking stupid. Also, I just seen that Magical Maddo's gone live on Twitch.
Oh, really? Nice.
They're playing Pikmin. I've not played that. Don't really know the game.
Hang on, I had no idea he was going live. Let me see.
Crackdeer is saying, I gotta watch both seasons. No, just episode 1 and yes, 2 halves of season 2. Suzuno to Toei Dear God. Lovely. Garlic Bread X. And Crackdeer goes, Gek.
その最後に、すすの村の血を最も強く受け継ぐお前がこうして現れるのは、まるで運命かのよう。
That's a good point. I mean, clearly, I mean, from this, it's suggesting that Suzumu is and has at least inherited the blood of, as a descendant of the village.
Is it a good point? It's just a coincidence. Come on, Ty.
No, she said you've inherited the blood of the village, right? She must have god senses or some shit to detect that. She's not basing it on his looks, I don't think. I think she's got a sense. I sense his ki, and he is a descendant of those villagers.
Man, I was
お
fucking
前の
laughing.
すすをもらう。
All right, then here we go again. Crack dealer's saying, you know, the usual "step on me, mummy" jokes, right? I
Yes.
fucking died laughing. I was watching that guy on YouTube who does Dragon Ball Z Fighters videos. You know, breaking down like the gameplay and that.
Right? Oh, you had a link to one about a broken character.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
not a broken character. Just talking about Android 17 and why he's good now.
No. Oh, sorry. This was a different video then about Android 21.
Oh, that's the one I'm about to talk about,
Okay.
because in that Android 21 video, right, Labcoat 21 is what she's called in the game. There's a move she has where she steps on you. It's a stomp, like a heel stomp.
Mm-hmm.
And he fucking edited the video the perfect way. He had like Gohan on the floor and he goes, "Step on me, mommy."
Oh, I saw that. I did watch.
It fucking reminded me of that. And I'm like, yeah.
I don't
there
know.
we go.
I'm not a masochist, but I wouldn't. I don't know. I wouldn't be too displeased at that. Oh god, she is pretty hot though. Is she not made up for the? She's not.
Hmm?
She's not in Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball Super. She's like.
She wasn't. She was retconned. She was made for fighters actually, and now she's become canon because they brought her in the movie. But she's basically Dr. Gero's wife, who then became an android afterwards.
How the fuck did he get such a hot wife? Or did they just?
Well,
like...
they have to explain how he had a son in the first place. Android 16 was based on his son, after all. So.
Oh. Did geniuses get the bitches? Did Einstein get all the bitches? I wonder. Anyway,
I
that's a
have
random
no
thought.
idea about their personal lives.
Random thought of the day.
Stephen Hawking was married.
He was, I believe he was engaged, or he was. They were going out with each other before he got his
motor neuron disease.
Yeah. And I believe, I don't know. I know there was a movie out of him not that long ago.
Yeah, like about his life or something, right?
Yeah, and I think she stayed with him throughout it, and that is like, and I know people are, oh, if you left him, that's so bad, but honestly, it's, you can see the effects of it on him, and it changed him from healthy person to like
Crack dealer, I'm going to take you on your word, but I can't believe that.
get the hell out of there. Get the hell out of there. I need to check this up. I won't take it.
I will look that up later. Yeah.
Einstein, you dog.
I'm willing to accept what you say at face value because it's you, but I would need to check that. I find that hard to believe.
Anyway, let us carry on with
Let's
the
carry on.
misery that is this. Oh,
そ
This
して
fucking game.
持てる力のすべてを出し尽くしてこの地に災いをもたらすのだ。
yeah. This is what I don't get. It's as if she's talking as Suzunomi, right?
That's fine. I have
But
no
she's
problem
talking
with that.
with the anger as if she is also the deer god.
I have no problem with that. Like, she could be the dear god, she could be Susanome. I don't care. I'm just saying, I don't think this is relevant now. That's the part I want someone to shake sense
Right,
into
nobody,
and say,
mate, you know that's not going to be, nobody's going to question this. This is the way the story is going for some bizarre reason. There's not going to be a, well, maybe Suzumu will say, wait, why now? Maybe. And she'll say, it doesn't matter! All you humans matter! Let's see.
君が六神様なのか
Oh, good question.
わかるのか、陸奥の末裔よ。
She's called him a oh well, no, that's...
descendant of Mutsu.
呪いたいほどの辛い思いをしてきたことを僕は否定しない
I just got affected remembering that.
でもそれは黒神さんに向けるべきものでもない
Oh, you fucking idiot!
この娘には我も同情を禁じ得ない。
Garlic Bread X asks the pertinent question. Did he have a child then? I mean, that would throw what I thought out the...
What, so he wasn't killed, he went and he just went, fuck Suzunomi, I'm gonna get myself another woman. Yeah, have some kids. Ah, forget about that. That was just...
Didn't he also married his cousin or something? When was that set? I don't remember that at all.
No, like Tsubakiko is not his cousin. She's like a second cousin or some sort.
No, that's Suzumu. We're talking about Mitsu.
Mutsu? No, he didn't say anything about marrying his cousin. Was that wasn't mentioned?
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
だからこそこの最後の時にこの娘の悲願を叶えてやりたいと思う。お前に抱かれながらその役割を終えさせてやるのだ。
That sounds romantic on the surface, but
I do like that.
holding her as she blows
Holding her as she destroys the whole world.
and
cool with
explodes in your arms,
Yeah.
mate. That
And
and
you're gonna die anyway.
mate. She's gonna explode in his face. For him, it's not
Yeah.
gonna be that romantic. First couple of seconds. Nah. Remember what happened with Ruria? Yeah, is that romantic, eh? Yeah, I'll just get covered in your blood.
That was fucking hilarious, that one. I mean, we had no idea what the fuck would happen.
What a fucking alien is what happened.
Yeah. It really was.
That deer's saying, Kick, it's in my best interest that I stay silent. Uh-oh.
それが黒髪さんの願いならば僕も叶えたい。でも黒髪さんは少なくともまだそれを望んではいないんだ。
She doesn't want me. She wants her fiancé.
な
He's
ぜ
better.
お前にそれがわかる。
Oh.
彼女はそれでも僕を拒絶したんだ。
I was a descendant of the cursed village of Susuda. Though minuscule compared to the descendants of the sacrifice, I should have had much more soot in me than the average person.
You apparently have shitloads, mate.
He said he's a descendant of Susuda, but he's saying that he's not a descendant of the village. Okay. That was why Kurogami had called me corrupted. And why she couldn't afford to be with me. Wait, what? Let me read this again?
He is a descendant, and so he has more soot than the average person. That's why he's corrupted.
Though minuscule compared to the sense, I should have much more soot in me than that. Wait, why? Because what Susuda got? Alright.
The Susuda is the village, man. But here's the thing that gets me. What about the other descendants of the village? Where are they? Wouldn't they just be as corrupted?
Right.
And if not, why? If so, where are they?
Right, okay. So he's a direct descendant of the village. Sorry, I just kind of misread that, and she's like I thought that was descendant of the same village. I was like, what? No, it's
you got the exact
of the
opposite.
sacrifice.
Yeah.
Okay, well, back. And why couldn't she afford to be with me? Because you suck.
僕との再会が彼女の悲願だったとしても彼女は1000年をかけてこの地を守ってきた責任をまだ手放したくはないんだ。もちろん彼女にはいつだってそれを手放す権利があると思う。彼女が強いられた理不尽な運命を彼女はいつだって返上していい。でもそれは彼女が決めることで。
It's amazing how Suzumu is saying all the right things right now, and yet he's being utterly boring about it.
君でもない。
He has the personality of a cardboard box. That's what it is. That deer is saying, but she got the new implants with wings, horns, and all that bullshit.
この1000年、さまざまな輩を見てきたが、お前はやはり特別だ。我が運命の歯車に噛み合うだけの資格がある。
What?
Okay, that's a weird thing to say.
That's not.
この地
I
を
don't
呪うにふ
understand
さわ
what that
しい
even means.
正当な権利があるに違いない。
She's saying you're worthy to be a part of whatever my massive plan that I've got.
Okay, you have every right to curse this land, he says.
I mean, I get it.
Why?
Well, not this land now, but
Yeah, this land now.
well, he's an idiot. I think he's well, no, he's an idiot. I'd say you had every right to have cursed the village. I don't know why he's saying this land.
だ
Whatever.
けれど彼女の気持ちを無視していい権利なんかないんだ。
This argument is weak, man.
不思議な男よ。お前は我の千年の悲願の見届け人として使わされた天の使いに違いない。
What? Where's this logic coming from?
どのような運命がお前をここへ導いたかは知らぬが、人の子ごときにもはや覆せる運命ではない。
I felt
Wind.
a whirlwind.
Oh, he felt it too.
Fallen leaves swirled at her feet, giving her a menacing aura. Oh, there you go, that's the... Next, antlers befitting a deer god slowly sprouted out of her head. I recognised her. This was the image that had come to my mind the whole time I was listening to Miss Hinagata's story.
我は六神彦の御の呪いなり。
Oh, that's a mouthful.
千年の眠りより目覚め、今こそこの地に災いをもたらさん。
まだだ。
Not yet, okay.
それは彼女が決める。
This is a bit weird. This logic's kind of weird. It's like, no, you cannot.
His logic is simple. He's going to appeal to Toei and hope that because she likes the current land, she's like, no, fuck this.
I'll just carry on holding the curse for another 1,000 years? Is that what he wants?
I have no idea what he wants.
Because the thing is...
He's deferred to her entirely, and because
like,
of that, I have no idea what the fuck he feels about this.
He's like, it's not for you or me to decide, it's for Toei, right? Or Suzunomi. And it's like, but, okay. And if he's going to try and appeal to her to not release the curse... then the logic is that she will carry on being reincarnated or whatever the fuck.
His logic is like, you should curse us, you have the right, but Toei might be crying. Oh, for fuck's sake. It's fucking Kira Yamato from Gundam Seed Destiny all over again. What a fucking dickhead he was. Come on, let's get on with it. I want to get through this.
What a reference. I only watched like the first half of this Gundam Seed. I didn't see Destiny. I didn't watch Destiny.
I don't watch Destiny.
I want to watch it. I don't... No, you can't... You know, if it's fucking... It carries on the story, I kind of have to watch it, even if it's bad. I still haven't though, so maybe I never will. I think I bought the box set for Gundam Seed. And,
definitely finish Seed. Seed is fun.
I never got the box set because Destiny's what, season 2 or of it or something?
Yeah, it is. It's a sequel series.
Actually, I think I only got the first half of Gundam Seed. I think the fucking box set only had part 1 of 2. I was like, what the fuck is wrong with this box set?
I've got the box sets. I've got both of them. Part 1 and part 2.
Fuck it, why did they split it into 2? It already all came out by then.
Because it's 50 episodes! It's a lot to put on.
Well, they fucking put it in one box? What's wrong with them? Oh, that pissed me off. I didn't realise it was 1 or 2 until I got to the end. I was like, what? Wait, what?
It says on the front of the box, 1 out of 2.
I didn't see that, okay. Then, where's my box? Now I need to go find it.
Oh, fuck. I was about to look over to where my shelf was, but I remembered I got rid of all the shit from there. It's somewhere, it's packed up somewhere. I need to do that DVDs video at some point. The shit that I found.
This is my room. This is where I live. Don't mind the mold.
No, it's not a fucking room reveal. Don't worry about that.
Oh my god, you should do it. Just walk around going, "Hi, I am Kuxel, and this is my room. This is my cum stain blanket that I keep underneath my bed." Oh god, those stories. Like, oh, anyway, I'm not gonna go down there.
Carry on.
Crack Dealer is saying, but just gonna say those clothes are very pretty. And Garlic X says, cute antlers. Fair enough.
鈴の目の役目はすでに終わった。
No, never mind then.
終わってない。終わらせない。
It's not over till the fat lady sings, which people never say nowadays.
そうでなかったら。彼女の千年の苦しみと悲しみが何の意味も持たなくなる。
Yeah, do you know, I was thinking that. Do you know when she started growing the antlers and the kimono outfit thing there, right? I was like, oh, this is sinister, but the music is still chill.
Light.
Yeah. I'm like, what's
like
going
the beginning of a Ace Attorney case or something.
God,
That's
I
what
wish.
it sounds like to me.
I wish they did another Ace Attorney. Or not, like Phoenix Wright. I don't give a shit how they spin it. Bring me some more Phoenix Wright, man. I need it. Anyway. Though she had been treated like a prisoner, she'd always had one avenue of escape. But she had never chosen death. She could have...
There's what Iron Mum was saying.
Yeah, like, why didn't she? And I guess she actively never chose it, which is kind of fucking insane. Garlic Bread X is saying,
never did.
Happy music and cute Suzunomi sprites. Yes.
That works.
If you ignore the context or what's actually being said, you're like, oh, this is a nice scene. We're having a nice conversation with a dear god Suzunomi. She could have rejected her food or bit off her tongue. Ugh. I'm pretty sure biting off your tongue is not an easy thing to do.
No, it's not, but it is a way of committing suicide that people have done.
What? Mate. Just...
It's not impossible.
I don't... It's like fucking chopping off your own arm with a fucking
That's
food
difficult
knife.
because there's a fucking bone in there. It's harder.
Mate, it's the same. It's like, it's similar in that, like, it's a fucking process. I don't want to think about it. But no matter how hellish her life was, she denied death at every turn. It couldn't have been easy. Over the last 1,000 years, the temptation of dying, of being released from her suffering, should have come to her countless times. A millennium of nightmares offered many opportunities for that. Perhaps she was resisting the urge to put an end to it all even at this very moment.
それを耐えて生きてきた1000年間をどう決着するか。それは彼女にだけ許された彼女だけの権利だ。それをお前が奪ったら彼女の1000年には何も残らない。何の意味もない。
I don't... What
Carry
is
on.
Appeal...
Carry on.
さえずるな人の米。
Logic. Her eyes glowed scarlet. Okay. At that moment, the countless dolls lining the hall collapsed one after another like dominoes. Every cell in my body was overwhelmed by an invisible force.
時は満ちたんだ小僧。お前はただこの娘の1000年をねぎらうためだけに使わされたに過ぎぬ。さえずらずただひれ伏して我が運命を受け入れよ。
Wait, so this dear god brought him back just as some sort of reward for her suffering for 1,000 years?
I guess so.
Oh well, there's your answer as to why he's randomly came back.
So he doesn't even need to be directly descended then?
No, potentially no, but I think...
It's unclear.
If you're gonna do it, you'd do it with a descendant of that bloodline. Because reasons.
僕と君があることが運命ならば、それは彼女が決める運命に従う歯車に過ぎない。決めるのは彼女だ。僕はそれを守るためにここにある。
何の真似か。
Oh my god.
Oh no.
Oh my god. I lowered my hips and readied my fist.
The fuck is he gonna do?
My fist was to be dedicated to God. I was faced with a god and a catastrophe that should be prevented. There was no better time than now. I had trained myself in this fist for as long as I could remember. It was all for this very moment. This is the first time he's looked half cool, even though he looks stupid at the same time.
He's taken that stance before.
I know, but not had those eyes.
お前の意志の強さを拳に宿しているのだろうとは思う。だが、それ以上の何かも それ以下の何かも感じぬ。
I hated to admit it, but she was right.
So much for the strength of your conviction.
I had the desire to resist fate, but that was it. All I had was a flesh and blood fist that wasn't glowing with some miraculous power that dwelled within.
You haven't tried hard enough, that's
お
why.
前の奉納を受けよう。
No, he just needs to start screaming, and then he'll go
Yeah.
Super Saiyan.
He just needs to start shouting it.
が熟したこの時に、陸奥の末裔がここにある。
Do you remember there was that video of that kid, like, saying I'm gonna go Super Saiyan? And there's like a couple of minutes of him, like...
Of him just going, ah! Yeah. God, he looked like he fucking popped an artery or something.
Someone edited it to make him go...
Yeah, I saw that, where it had the music and the like effects, the glowing effects and everything, yeah.
Fuck, it was awesome. What's the chat saying?
Having fun.
Crack Deer is saying it's a slow death, right? Talking about the tongue thing. You die from blood
Yes.
loss. Yeah, it's not
Yes.
great. Crack Deer said, what the fuck is this music? Yay, epic big character moment.
I like the
that's
music.
lol.
The music is fine.
Crack Deer is saying, but it's just some bullshit your father made up. Oh yeah, the punch thing. The Mitsurigi or whatever the fuck.
The
Style?
Suzuhara,
Oh,
no,
Suzuhara.
the Suzuhara Divine Tribute style.
Oh, nice. Yes.
お前には報じる資格がある。いいだろう、陸奥。
I offer you my suit.
この娘のための義憤を拳に込め、存分に我に打ちかかるがよい。
She's calling his
無駄
bullshit.
を知ることになろう。
I would laugh if it actually hurt.
それでよい。人の子は無駄を思い知ることなくして死すことを心残りと呼ぶ。
No, not necessarily.
それをさせたくはない。
I would say dying while knowing your futility is dying with regret. Not dying without realizing your futility.
I
That'd be
have
dying in ignorance.
the power to die and disappear from this existence. Fuck you. You can't get me in the next life. Ha 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 ha. Oh, wait, she can. Every drop of sweat and blood during training was all for this. I put everything I'd accumulated over those years into my fist.
We need a flashback. We need a flashback to every punch he did.
If it was fated 1,000 years ago that I would be here today, then I'd ask fate to endow my fist with a miracle to match. I clenched my fist so hard it almost broke.
Really?
Take this seriously,
Go on
Kutsu,
then,
come
son.
on.
覇者剣士
I can't take it.
邪悪を打ち破りて正しきを示す鈴原流親善武術鈴原鈴夢いざ
Do it, Suzumu!
Wait, that was it.
しかと受け取ったぞ。
Well,
お前の奉納を。
She doesn't look very hurt.
no. Well done, Suzumu. You can
Oh.
punch trees, but you can't knock down a little girl. This fucking music.
1 second.
Oh, that's a fantastic face for that.
Wait 1 second. I gotta change the title of this. Suzumu fails. Yeah, that's a good one. Suzumu.
What?
We shouldn't laugh.
Can you imagine this from an outsider's perspective? He's like, whoa, and he punches this girl, then he goes down because he fucking hurt so much.
Suzumu's face warped with agony as he fell on one knee. He had certainly punched the god in the abdomen,
What? Oh, come on, dude.
but his fist had broken.
Wow.
Blood gushed out of his torn skin. The god's body had been too rigid and cold, like it was made of metal, specifically bronze. Crimson pearls dripped to the ground and scattered at his feet like red flowers.
Well done,
哀れな
Suzumu.
男よ。
Yep, that's an accurate description.
お前の千年はもう一度無力さを思い出すためのものだったというのか。
The 1,000 years of bullshit. It's like, yeah, I'll punch this bell, and then he broke his hand. Yeah, I'll punch this girl, and then he broke his hand.
He's just
He's
repeating.
actually regressed.
そんな
It's the funny thing is the body. It sounds like has the same consistency as the bell.
Yeah, bronze, right?
So he failed the same way twice.
Ah.
Why did it work? I'm the protagonist.
しかとお前の奉納を受け取ったぞ。
Oh, please tell me she's going to give hers now.
な
So
ぜ
Garnet Predict
涙を
says
流す。もう
he's
泣く必
bleeding,
要はない。
making him the victor. Now, I want to understand that logic. I'm not sure how that works.
He's bleeding, making him the victor. Because if he bleeds, it means that he wins in anime logic.
I don't know.
That's Kratos like so harsh.
お前たちは
I don't like
これより添
Suzumu.
い
I will
遂
be.
げる。
Oh, it's a Kung Pao. I need to watch Kung Pao. I've only seen like the fight scene and that part where the guy mouths for ages.
What?
It
What's
just-
Kung
I
Pao?
don't know. Kung Pao's a movie dubbed. Well, it's like taking the piss out of martial arts movies dubbed into English from Chinese.
Mm-hmm.
We should watch it. It's fun.
Sounds like a thing to watch. I'd look forward to it. Yeah. I
Mhm.
mean, where would it be though? Where would you get
Just
it?
get it on the internet. You could just get it on the internet. I think it was on Disney Plus the last time I checked, though.
What? Why?
Yeah, let me check because they got all sorts of random shit on that.
Disney Plus buying up everything.
You know, Disney apparently accidentally got the rights to Sailor
10
Moon.
年ぶりの再会を噛みしめ合うがよい。
What are you talking about? How do you accidentally get the rights to Sailor Moon?
I need to look into it, but I heard that. Hang on.
Right, you're saying
Fuck.
yet another stream of Kixel going, oh, I need to watch that. Yeah, Kixel should make a list, just like the list of games he's got to play.
Ah, don't remind me. I haven't found Kung Pao on Disney Plus, although I'm certain I saw it there before. However, they do have the full Monty for some reason.
Give me 5 minutes, my food's just arrived. Back in a sec.
Ah, fair enough. You're right. I do have a lot I need to watch, and there's a lot I need to play. I'm gonna start fucking trying to get through some of it at least, so that we can make some progress. But yeah, Kung Pao is one that I've been needing to watch for a long time. Oh well. Put my phone down. I'm still not sure I like where this story is going. I feel like no one's questioning the idea that this curse is pointless and out of time. Because that's the first thing I would say. Not, oh, let Toei decide or let Susanome decide. I would be like, why are you cursing this village? None of these people have anything to do with what happened 1,000 years ago. Not even the fucking descendant. Suzumu? He's got nothing to do with Mutsu apart from the fact that he may be related to him. He doesn't have his memories. He needed the fucking teacher to explain shit to him after she did a Google search to find out the history of the village. If there's anyone who needs to suffer, it's that fucking mayor, right? That prick with the goddamn bulbous ass nose. He's the one who needs to suffer.
That's me back.
Right. Welcome back. I can hear your ASMR right now. Fucking, yeah, that fucking mayor is the one who deserves to get all of the soot shoved right up his ass. Because he's the one who fucking empowered the village to go and do all this shit. Yes, those are dolls, crack dealer. It's the shrine. They have all the dolls there.
I forgot how much walking was paying.
You just went downstairs and back. Then again, you went hiking,
walking.
so
yeah.
yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, it's fine.
When
it's
I said
fine.
to you,
just...
I messaged you. Yes, I messaged Kuxo yesterday, going, "I am absolutely shattered." And
I
the
said
reply,
same.
I got was the same. I was like, "Fuck off." I was just like, "Oh, really? You're shattered too?" I feel like it's a different type of shattered.
Yeah, my shattered was from doing absolutely nothing at all.
And my shattered. Oh, I think I mentioned on Friday I was planning to climb a mountain. I did it.
Yeah.
I almost. Oh my god, it was pain mentally and physically. I fucking almost crawled to the top at the final stages. I got there. I laid down on the floor on the summit. I just lied down and I was like, "Fuck this! I need a minute to lie down." And then everyone
At least you
else
got to the top.
Yeah, some people didn't. Some people go, "That's like it's too much." I got to the top. I lay down. People were laughing, taking pictures. The people that were with me, right? And I was like, "Well, I don't give a fuck."
Of you.
Yeah. Well, they're taking pictures of everything, right? Of being at the top, and then they were taking. I was like, "Oh, this is funny." And there's like a picture of someone giving a double thumbs up over my dead corpse, or my
I actually
unconscious.
want that.
No.
I actually want that picture.
Um.
Actually, I do need a picture from you, which you took off me a while ago. Do you remember when we went to Istanbul together?
The one with you wearing the sunglasses that looked really good.
No, the one with me swimming in the ocean.
Oh God.
I haven't got that picture and I need it, if you please.
I need Mate, I don't know what I've done with those pictures. I'll need to have a look.
Alright, if you can find it, please send it my way.
I'll have a look. Oh my god, it hurt my soul. And then the problem is when you get to the top, you have to go back down.
Yeah, I can imagine. Like, you didn't have like a trolley or nothing to take you back down.
Honestly,
No.
I was like, see if I had a glide suit or whatever, or a parachute, I don't give a fuck. I would just do it. I just don't want to walk down.
One of those really uncool squirrel flying suits that the military uses.
Yeah. I wish there was a Fulton system I could just get lifted up by a
You want to go even further up? Fulton?
whatever. Just pull me up
Just
to the
go
plane.
up to the helicopter.
And then land me on the floor. But I said to them, I was like the last one up, right? I think I was like 20 minutes later than the first people out of the group that got there. Which is actually similar to a time I went climbing with my brother. It was the same type of situation. But I was like, I'm not, oh man, and the wind was like gale force winds, especially when we got near the top, the weather got shit, right?
Oh man, I need to tell you about the time we went up a mountain, my brother and I, along with a bunch of friends. So they actually fucking closed the mountain path halfway because the weather was getting bad and apparently some guys ahead of us went missing or something.
Oh damn.
So we were fucking losing our shit. We're like, come on. Like, we were wondering, there's like a halfway house where you stop to rest, right? And we were like, look, because the weather was getting bad, it was raining and wind and that sort of shit. And we're like, we will get to the halfway house and we will and we'll see what's going on there and we'll go up. When we got to the fucking halfway house, it was closed, locked shut, shut us down and everything. We lost our shit. We were like losing it. We're like, fuck this. So we went back down afterwards, right? And then, like, you know, the bottom of the fucking mountain, there was like a sort of like a building where you go in and get information and that.
Yeah.
That was fucking closed as well. And it was raining really hard by that point. We were soaked through the bone. And like, how many of us? There was like 5 of us, I think. My brother, me, and a few others. And we were just losing it. We're like, fucking hell, there's a bus stop. So I think one of the guys was like, let's just change into our good clothes at the bus stop. Right? And we're like, no, we're not getting changed there. So we found like an Iceland or something nearby, went into the toilets, right? Changed our clothes and started like drying our underwear and stuff using the dryer, the hand dryer. Like, it was so bad.
Wait, what mountain was it?
It's Mount Snowdonia.
Is that a big one?
It's in Wales, yeah.
No, but is it a big one?
It should be, yeah. Let me check. You can compare it to your one, the one that you went on today. Your one might be bigger because you're in Scotland, but let me just check.
Yeah, apparently the ones in down south are... Well, I don't know about Wales because Wales is pretty thingy. But in England, like, most of the mountains are not as high as the ones you get in Scotland.
Alright, Snowdonia is a mount... Come on. Mount Snowdonia... Fucking hell, I'm just trying to find the fucking peak. Hang on. Snowdonia Mountain.
Pardon me.
the highest mountain in Wales at an elevation of 1,085 meters above sea level, and the highest point in the British Isles outside of the Scottish Islands.
Oh, so that's pretty high. How long was the hike supposed to be?
We were going to spend all day doing it. It took us a few hours to get to the halfway point, and even then it was fucked up because, like I said, it was shut down.
Whoa, that's kind of mental. Like, if you don't exercise and stuff like that, you decided to just do Snowdonia.
I don't know what it was. One of the guys said, "Hey guys, I want to go hiking," and we just said, "Yeah, why not?" And like, we fucking went to Wales and everything. And this was years ago, by the way. Like 8 years ago, maybe longer. I don't remember. But fucking hell, when we got there and the weather was bad and it just kept getting worse throughout the day.
I'm trying to look it up on walkhighlands.com or whatever, because that's where it gives you I think it gives you a rating or something.
Yours is probably higher because you're in Scotland, man.
No, I don't think so. Ben Lomond is
just
saying is yeah, well, that's the ascent. It doesn't say what the highest point is. I don't think it's as high as that, because it's not like. So it was saying here that the time for walking is like 4.5 to 5.5 hours, and it's like a 12-kilometer trip.
Bloody hell.
I don't. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure Snowdonia is just as bad, man. What are you talking about?
I'm not gonna downplay it. It is bad, but I don't know what it is like compared to whatever mountain you went up today. I can't make that comparison.
Let's see. There's got to be. It says between 4 to 7. So these range from between 11 and 14.5 kilometers round trip, which I think, yeah, it's similar, at least in the trip. Like the 12 kilometers for Ben Lomond, and it's between 11 and 14.5 for Snowdonia. And there's Walking Northerners. We just need a rating of it. I'm surprised, mate. I suck. See, as soon as there's any ascent, I turn into like a fat dude that I think has like asthma or something. Like just like really bad. No, do you know what? My stamina is dead, and I think maybe if I'm in, I don't know. I suck hard at it and everyone else is faster than me, but I sometimes wonder if it's to do with it's if you're with people with a similar ability, then it's alright, because you just make it in your own, you're all together, and you just make it your own pace. But if you're with a couple of people who are a lot faster, they go on up ahead, you get stressed and try and push yourself a bit more than what you can actually do. And then you get up there and they've had a longer rest and they rest for only a minute, and then you carry on. It's like a continuous cycle of like not getting enough rest and pushing yourself. And mentally is the worst bit. I think the mental thing and my stamina being able to give me pain. And then near the top, I was like, oh my god, I'm walking in like an old man, small steps. And I was like, fuck this, I'm going to get there. And I was like, where the fuck is the goddamn top of this fucking mountain? It keeps going on. And everyone keeps saying, you're near the top. Fucking bullshit. We weren't even halfway when someone said that the first time. And I'm like, shut the fuck up and get lost.
Alright, let's carry on.
Crackdeer saying, I just noticed, I'm pretty sure he's the blob. He's talking about the mayor of the town. The old one. He just oozes blob energy.
But we also had like a weird flashback that explained how the blob was made. Some guy just got beat the shit out of or something.
Oh yeah, something weird like that. Crackdeer says, that reminds me of the Golden Boy clip. He's talking about you wanting a picture of you swimming in the pool. The one where he goes, so how was my swimming? I know that clip.
I know that clip as well.
I need to watch that anime.
That's a good one. But yeah, I know that clip, but the difference is I'm actually good at swimming, so don't worry about that.
And Crackdeer saying, it's just a little gust of wind, should have powered through. I did power through, Crackdeer. That's how I got to the top. And it was so windy at the top that I was scared. When I took my phone out, I was scared it would just get blown off out of my hand and off the fucking side of the mountain. So I took it out. I quickly took the most random pictures. I did a 360 around the summit, like pick, don't give a fuck. Ate one of my sandwiches, right, half a sandwich, and then I was like, right, the guy's like, we better start going down. Because it sucked up there, man. I was like, whoa. Oh, I don't feel... Do you know, people are like, oh, didn't it feel good that you did it? I was like, no. Fucking hate life! Right? And I was bitching about it, as you would expect, all the way up there. when I was going
Yeah,
back,
I can imagine you fucking like the whole way just moaning and complaining, and then going down and complaining as well.
no, to be honest, when I was going down, I wasn't complaining. I was just like, right, concentrate, don't fucking twist my leg, because it's actually harder.
Oh yeah.
It's a lot. I feel it's a lot harder when you're going back down. I feel like it's more easy for you to twist
Because you're
your foot.
exhausted from the climb, yeah.
But also you're putting a lot of weight on your feet, because you're going down, and the stones. Oh, it's just a different thing when you're going down compared to going up. Because when you're going up, you're going at a slower pace, but when you go down, you got gravity with you. It's pain in the arse. No, that guy was different. He wasn't Blob. We don't know who Blob is. Oh. Well, you're saying that guy was a different person. He wasn't the Blob. The guy that we saw near the beginning, where he got punched and got angry.
Really? Huh.
Anyway, let's carry on. I'll talk about this, my emotional pain later. Close. Wait, what? Shit. She spread her hands and gently wrapped them around Suzumu's head. Uh-oh.
Nice.
Almost like she was comforting a wailing infant. I mean, that's not bad.
Well, he's broke his hand, right?
Suzumu's tears were not of pain, merely anger at his own powerlessness. That is how I felt on the mountain. For all his efforts, honestly, not joking, for all of his efforts had done nothing to save her. So he lamented his failure. However, those feelings slowly drifted off into the void. In the god's gentle embrace, warm as a blanket, all his regrets melted away.
Is she doing something to him?
I think she's making him forget about everything. Before long, Suzumu's consciousness faded away as though drifting off to sleep.
Wait, did she kill him?
I don't think she's killing him, but I think she's like
Right.
taking away
Something.
By the time she spread open her hands, Suzumu had vanished into nothingness. Oh shit.
Never mind.
Well, we were bitching about him for a long time, now he's gone.
Well done, Suzumu. All you did in this story was learn this. All you done in this arc was learn the story and then punch the woman, fuck it up, and then disappear. Well done. Well done, you. What a hero.
Congrats. Before long, all lingering affection faded from her face, giving way to an expression truly suitable for a curse.
人にどもよ、刮目するがよい。我は六神彦の御事の呪いなり。
I like it when a woman looks at me as if she's about to kill me.
I like the long
今こ
nails.
そ、
Really?
この地は報いを
I like
受
the
け
red
る
eyes.
時へ。神の怒りに震えながら、ひれ伏すがよい。
You seriously like nails that long?
No, I don't.
You like the look of them, but you wouldn't like them in real life.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like the red eyes. I like.
I
it when
like
she-
that these.
she's
I like
looking
that
at me
these
like.
ones. No, but I like these ones because they're sharp. They have that like claw-like look about them.
Pixel's a furry.
No, I'm just saying it suits her wanting to curse them.
I like it when a woman looks at me like I'm a piece of shit. Those in the shrine's grounds could see her rising into the sky. The divine curse looked down from on high and sneered malevolently.
今こそ、神の復讐の時。
Oh shit, it's happening, guys! Black clouds filled the air and blotted out the sky as though she were willing them to. The townsfolk could only stop and gape in astonishment.
Look, they can actually see her.
Yeah,
Huh.
because she's possessed Toei, and Toei's real, so... They all saw something black falling from the sky. Was it snow? Feathers? No, it was judgment. The asphalt, concrete, tiles and floors were stained black in the blink of an eye. There was a flash of scarlet, and a moment later, flames taller than skyscrapers erupted forth. Dragons of fire spouted out over town, one after another. The flames licked the streets as though they had a mind of their own and engulfed them all in succession.
Just a moment. Just a moment. I want to hear the suffering and pretend it's the village.
But it's not, so it's not.
I know it's not.
swallowed by the hellfire the townsfolk writhed about as they succumbed to their agony. Yet the cursed flames would not allow them to die until they'd been scorched to charcoal. The townsfolk suffered the fires of hell until they were no longer recognisable as human. The high-rise buildings were devoured by fire one after the next. People scrambled to leap from their windows, though few made it that far. Screams mixed with the howl of the scorching winds like the roar of the sea. The manifestation of the curse listened with a faint smile, but before long she cast down her eyes and shook her head slightly. Did this disaster wrench her heart too? What?
You're damn right it's not enough.
まるで足らぬ。兄上様の嘆きを慰むにはまるで足らぬ足らぬ足らぬ足らぬ。もっとすすを集めねば。もっともっとすすを集め、もっともっと壮絶なる災いを兄上様に捧げるにふさわしき災いを。
Even after the sun had set, the flames of the divine curse blazed fiercely as ever.
Cracktailer's right. This is what we saw in the first loop.
Yeah, I remember that, and I was wondering what the fuck is going on. The likes of the children of men were powerless to put it out. All they could do was wait for the wrath of the divine to subside, just like in the days of yore. The two looked down upon that scene from a rift in the clouds. They had no bodies, but they could feel each other's warmth, signalling that they were together. Since they had no bodies, they had no mouths, therefore could not speak. However, they could exchange feelings. Both of them were happy to be reunited after 1,000 years, of course. But the heartbreak they felt at the scene before them far outweighed that. She had fought for 1,000 years to keep this hell from breaking loose, and yet this conclusion spat in the face of her struggle. Unable to bask in their joy, the pair could do nothing but silently behold the hell unfolding below them. He was bitter. Suzumu's heart gradually filled with frustration. He hated himself for being too weak to prevent this conclusion that saddened her so. Don't worry about it, he whispered. He finally
She
met
whispered.
Whispered. We finally met again after 1,000 years. That's good enough for me. But Suzumu couldn't accept it. No, he didn't want to accept it. He absolutely didn't want to acknowledge this end as her salvation. But their time was up. Their emotions gradually melted into a warm slumber. Farewell, Mutsu, Yohara. May we meet again in another life.
Huh.
Game
So
end.
why are things looping?
I can't.
Oh.
There's no way I can escape this.
What?
Mutsu punched a rock showered by the waterfall. His face was damp with tears and splashes of water. After his exile, Mutsu had tried again to save Suzunomi, but the villagers standing guard discovered him and wounded him so badly he'd only barely escaped with his life. And after 3 days the curse was sealed into Suzunomi's body. With that, merely saving her was pointless. He had to find a way to break the curse sealed within her. Afterwards, he had taken the guise of a travelling monk and traversed the land looking into spells and hidden arts.
Okay, this is interesting.
I think what they're going to do is in this part of the story, they're going to show us a Deus Ex Machina power that he finds.
He figured out, yeah.
And then we're going to snap back to the present and we're going to see it in action. What's Cracktail saying? Oh, that's what we saw at the start, yeah, the first look where he stabbed at the throat. What could you even do? I don't think she could be persuaded. Garlic Bird X goes, oh. And Cracktail's like, what the?
What the is right.
The more he investigated, the deeper his despair grew. And one day, in his travels, he had learned that Suzunomi had already passed away.
Well, there we go.
この拳がでかい
Shouldn't you be cursing the villagers?
あの時もっと拳だけでなく腕もいやこの身もろとも粉々になるほどの覚悟があっただろ
I think you had the resolve, mate.
奇跡だって起こせたかもしれないのに
No, I think he's saying that if he had more resolve, he might have been able to then have created a miracle. Because that's how, I think that's how they think it kind of works.
I mean, I suppose, but it's a bronze bell, mate. I'm not gonna.
Mate, she got like possessed by a deer god. I mean, anything's possible, right?
Well, Suzumu broke the bell in a fucking dream state, I think.
So he has the power.
なぜあの最初で最後の唯一の機会に奇跡を起こせなかったのか
Why couldn't you bring forth a miracle? Because he was stupid enough to think, let's punch the bell instead of let's lift it.
I don't think he had enough strength to lift it.
Well, he could have tried something. He's got a better chance of lifting it than fucking breaking it with his fist.
The other thing is that the other villagers would have gotten away before he could have lifted it.
True.
Mutsu had lunged with his fist in the moment Suzunoe was being sealed into the bell. Back then he'd merely punched as his emotions had driven him, but the more time passed, the more Mutsu became bitterly aware that he'd lost his only chance. A human fist couldn't possibly break through a temple bell.
Why didn't he stick like a plank of wood underneath it so they could try and lifting it up that way and it wouldn't seal entirely on the floor?
He needs time to put the plank of wood in and he needs a pivot.
He can use anime time, grab a plank of wood from the broken ass temple behind him and toss it under the bell.
Anime time where he just like stops time and gets all the materials he needs, fires it under the bell and then lifts it with a piece of wood that's
They were in front of the burnt down temple. There was
with a
plenty
piece
of fucking
wood
wood over there.
strong enough to lift a heavy ass bell. Mate, what piece of
It
wood?
just needs to be able to stop it from sealing on the floor.
So he stops time, gets a plank of wood, chucks it underneath the bell so that it doesn't...
We've seen them stop time before when they were fucking playing that pizza game.
I'll just hear him noise go... Brrr.
They have fucking anime time in this.
The world! Fucking... This is a deal.
Why didn't he just massacre the village?
That's a good point, actually. Had he managed to bring about a miracle, he could have saved her. Mutsu wept as he punched the cliff behind the waterfall over and over again. I want a miracle, even if it means sacrificing my own body. Please, grant me a miracle to save her. Just then, Mutsu heard a voice from the heavens.
Who the fuck are you?
I think it's a deer called Rokugama Himiko, or whatever.
Rokugami Hika no Mikoto.
Man, how the fuck do you remember that?
It's not that difficult.
Shut up! Oh, you got it. No Mikoto.
See?
Fuck me.
Yeah.
No, that's a complicated name to remember. It was a young and composed male voice. Mutsu looked to the heavens, ignoring the waterfall pouring on him, and prostrated himself.
Again, I want to take the outsider's perspective and just see this young dude yelling at the moon.
Okay. Wait. They're not gonna do what I think they're gonna do. Do you think he's gonna get possessed by that deer god? And then the deer god will have a conversation with his sister and go, "Sister, what the fuck are you doing? Slap! Stop being a fucking pain."
But that's not what happened. We didn't see that happen 1,000 years in the future.
Yeah, but not yet. Like, he failed, right? Whatever,
Yeah, he
like,
failed
if this is trying to
fucking
show us
hard.
something, he's not used it yet, clearly.
なれば聞け人の子陸奥よ今日よりその拳を何者にも負けぬよう強く気高く鍛錬し我に報じよそれを積み重ね子に引き継ぎ我に報じ続けよ千年を重ねしときそなたの千年後の末裔はその拳に奇跡を宿すであろう
5,000 years.
What is it with them in 1,000 years? Why can't you just do it now?
Why can't
Who
be a
gives
year?
a fuck?
Why can't it be 2
Like,
years? Why is that have to be
Suzumu
1,000?
doesn't know any of this shit. His teacher found out through coincidence. What the fuck? I swear.
What is the chat saying?
Going crazy.
What about tackling the bell so it falls on its side, says Garlic Bread X. He was pretty brutal, right? Breaking his hands and leg who gets in his way, practically. I think it's pretty big bell to just tumble over since it could contain the whole Suzumu. True.
True.
Garlic Bread X says, a literal lunatic when
'cause
talking
he's
about
yelling at the
shouting
moon.
to the moon. What a waste of a miracle.
It really is. 1,000 years and he couldn't do it.
No, but it takes he said here you have to wait 1,000 years for the key to build up or some nonsense.
He did! And it didn't work!
Oh man. Cracked, you're saying here, take this big slab of a sword, give me your eye and arm, take the armor and go berserk. Garlic Bread said he should have wished for telekinesis instead.
Well, what should happen is Professor Xavier should just like roll onto the scene.
Da-da-da-da-da-da.
Did it?
Da-da-da-da-da-da.
I love that. It's always the fucking X-Men cartoon theme song that everyone thinks of.
Da-da-da, because that's the fucking most notable.
Even when he showed up in fucking Doctor Strange 2, it was the fucking cartoon theme song they played.
Did they? Because
Yeah.
I didn't even think about it. That is, I mean, it's such a memorable tune, right?
Yeah. It's not in any of the movies though. They really
No,
should
the
put it in
movies
the
try to
movie.
be like great. I don't know,
Oh, they're
live
embarrassed.
action.
Yeah.
We're embarrassed of the cartoons.
They are embarrassed of the cartoons. What would you rather wear? Yellow spandex?
You bet
Yes.
I fucking want to see Wolverine
Yeah.
wearing yellow spandex.
Can you imagine a live action Wolverine wearing the comic accurate outfit? That would be fucking
Does
great.
he never wear it?
I don't think he's ever worn it.
Because
They just dress him up in black leather, like they're from the Matrix or some shit.
they could quite easily like have it as a dull yellow. It doesn't have to be fucking bright yellow like in the cartoon or anything. It can
Mate,
make
just
sense.
make it bright yellow. Who gives a shit? It doesn't need to make sense. It's a fucking comic book movie. They don't need to make sense. Just have it be batshit insane. Those ones are the better ones.
Patrick Stewart as Professor
Oh, he's
X
so
was
good.
was a brilliant fucking choice. And who was it that did Magneto? It was
Ian McKinnon. I
McKinnon,
can't
that's
remember
it.
his name exactly, but he's
Ian
also
McKinnon, he's
Gandalf.
Gandalf. Yes, what
He's
a
fucking
fucking perfect pairing.
Yeah, they really are.
God, I love Patrick Stewart. I just like as an actor. I don't know him personally, but as an actor, he's just like he does that same type of role usually, like some sort of mentor, old wise mentor of some sort. I just love that. I wish I had like an uncle or something like that. It's just like number 2, engage. Anyway, what else is the chat saying? It's all a Berserk reference, says Crack Dealer, and he should have asked for the Berserk sword. Yeah, well, he didn't.
I would take that sword. Even if I can't use it, I'd take that sword.
Could you even lift it?
Probably not.
Like the guy, he's a fucking beast. And that sword is like too big for a normal man to even hold. Anyway. This guy is
hell?
clearly not happy.
That was quite the inhale.
A child of man could do nothing against a god's curse. That was why they'd had no choice but to rely on such black hearts. But even so,
1000年でたったの1000年で
what?
Only 1,000 years.
What?
Wow.
ありがたやありがたき幸せ
But he doesn't realize it's 1,000 years of suffering for Suzumu.
1000年の精進この蜜必ずや捧げてみせまするそして必ず我が血を引きし者の拳にて神の怒りのすすを払ってみせまする
Hardcore, eh? The founding of the Suzuhara divine tribute style dates back a millennium. It was said the founder was a travelling monk and a mountain priest. As he was training under a waterfall, he received a divine revelation to dedicate his tempered fist to God. That fist is not for fighting. It is to be dedicated to God. It preaches respecting the laws of honour, revering God and one's ancestors, and other spiritual practices.
The problem with this is it sounds like bullshit.
Why?
We were taking the piss out of it before. Oh, punch a tree and dedicate it to God.
He never said to punch trees, though.
That's what his dad said to him.
Yeah, you know how things change over time because like other stuff gets added to it. They're probably
Yeah.
supposed to punch. He's probably supposed to punch stone or something, right? And he's like, oh, that's too hard. Punch trees with mats around them.
Oh, I can imagine that. Yeah, like generation after generation, like make it easier for. Oh, you fucking pussy. Here you go. Put some pillows on it.
And then eventually just punching a pillow on a bed.
That'll be the next one after Suzumu. Because he's got the tree wrapped with bamboo, right? Or not? Wait, was it bamboo?
Yeah, it was a bamboo
There
matting.
was something wrapped around the tree to soften it.
Yep. So he wasn't doing it properly. Crackdeer is
No,
saying...
no
"Gods,
protection, mate. You want to punch through her stomach? You gotta fucking punch the tree raw.
You need to raw dog it. Crackdeer said, Guts is like 7 foot by the look of it, and the sword is about his height. Bloody hell. Crackdeer saying, God's like, joke, lol, guess it didn't work. Could you imagine that? It's like, why didn't it work, Kami-sama? And he's like, oh,
He's looking.
well.
He's looking for his book. He's like, oh wait, hang on, I got it wrong. 1,000 years? No, I meant 10,000 years. Fuck.
Or he's like, oh wait, did I say 1,000 years and you had to punch stuff? No.
Are you aware of the mistranslation that persisted for a very long time about power levels in Dragon Ball?
No.
Okay, so there's the guidebooks in Japan, right? And they had like power levels for Frieza and Goku when they were fighting on Namek.
Right.
Now, it said, and this was an incorrect translation, right? That Frieza's power level was 12 million and Goku's was 15 million, right?
Right.
It was then later found that was a mistranslation because Frieza's power level is actually 120 million and Goku's is 150 million. And for some reason, the way they write a million or 10 million or something like that is different, and that was the part that was mistranslated. So it's kind of easy to make that error.
Yeah, when translating.
Yeah, because they don't write it in numbers; they write it in like there's like a kanji for it or something, I think.
Also, that's a fucking ridiculous power level. I thought it was like 1 million. I thought it would be like a cool million when he turned Super Saiyan.
I always remember feeling it was wrong because, and this is going to be a little bit nerdy on me, but I remember when fucking Frieza was like, this is only 1% of my power or something like that, which I think was a double only line by the end of it, but it didn't work with the fact that he had said his power level was 1 million, and then they said his final form is 12 million. I'm like, where's the 1% then?
Oh, so you clocked it then?
Yeah. Yeah, but I didn't say anything about it. I'm like, okay, that doesn't... I figured it was probably just one of those bullshit things, because I'm not all that bothered by these fictional numbers.
Yeah, all I need to know is who's stronger than who. Yeah, beat the shit out of him.
Garlic Bread X says here, Japanese numbers are grouped by 4 digits instead of 3. Oh, I see.
Oh, wow. Dragon Ball. Do you know the Frieza saga was how I got into Dragon Ball Z?
You never watched the first episodes? Because I watched it from the very first arc when they started airing Z.
When they were airing this
Raditz.
Frieza saga is when I started watching it, but I did go back to watch the previous ones. Because what was it? The Saiyan arc. What else was after that?
Well, it kept repeating for a while, so yeah.
Now, what was before the Frieza arc? Was it just the Saiyan arc? Was there something else?
It was just Saiyan and then Frieza. That's it.
Yeah, and honestly, it's such a weird thing to go because like Goku is in a fucking like when I started watching it, he was like in a health tube thing, regeneration tube.
Oh, that's when you came in.
Yeah, and he was in there for fucking ages,
yeah.
and I'm like, holy shit, who is this guy? It's like, will Goku heal and save? I'm like, who the fuck is this guy? He must be some fucking
You came in after
dude.
the long wait. You came in after the long wait then. There was a long wait to get that fucking season. Garlic Bread X says they increased 8,000 to 9,000 in the famous meme. Yeah, I'm aware of that one, and that fucks up the power levels a bit as well. We're not that bothered by it. I think that was just they wanted to fit the word flaps better or something. Mouth flaps. Great Dealer says the next day Quixel was on the road shouting, "This don't make sense! His power level doesn't make sense."
Could you imagine complaining to people at school going, his power levels don't make sense, whoa! And people are just like,
1%? 12 million? What? No. I
School.
was not that guy, thankfully.
You know there's people out there that probably were like that.
Oh, they're still like that on the fucking internet. They talk about like power levels nowadays, like trying to scale the current shit. When the current shit is not supposed to be scaled anyway.
Mate, it's just gone into, like, it was already ridiculous at Frieza level, right? Because Frieza could blow up planets.
They don't keep a fucking accurate log of it. Like, there's no point. Like, they're just... Toriyama was just pulling it off his ass.
But it worked.
Like, bigger numbers to show someone stronger than someone else. Yes, it worked. But it was never supposed to be like a tops trumps card or something like that. You know, like facts that you keep track of.
Yeah, he didn't make it scale properly. It didn't, like, make sense in terms of, like, accurate numbering.
Mm-hmm.
It's just, it's like Super Saiyan God is more powerful than Super Saiyan 3.
It's also stupid because it's just a linear scale where it's like one is more powerful than the other. If you're going to do like a power level thing, I like what Hunter x Hunter did, where you have like 6 different types of people and some are stronger against others than others.
Well, like Pokemon.
Kind of.
Yeah. Nah, I like it. It's linear is easier to follow though. That guy's better than that guy. Beat shit out of him. It makes it simpler, I suppose. Less complicated.
It's too simple.
It did the job though. I fucking love Dragon Ball Z, so I'm not sitting there
I
worrying.
do as well, but it's too simple.
Nah, yeah, you're just nitpicking now. You enjoyed it, right? Did the job. We got Hunter x Hunter and numerous other fucking anime to enjoy for more complicated bullshitty mechanics. Wait, what's Crackdeer saying? Yeah, the NEN system is genius. Is it?
Thank you. Thank you.
It
I
feels
also like JoJo's stance, which is more on the lines of pulling shit out their ass, but at least it works within its own system.
With the stance though, it's not necessarily a power level. It's all about what the stand can do and how.
It's about like just applying the rules.
Yeah, would that get around that other stand? And it's actually really hard to fucking write for that because you really have to think about it. Whereas with Dragon Ball Z, in terms of writing, you're just like, I just need to like power up more than them, and I could pull out my arse a new fucking Kyle 20 or whatever the fuck I want to bring out, to make them more powerful. And I'm like, I can see, as from a writer's point of view, that's like the easiest way of doing it. Whereas the NEN system, clearly you've had to sit down and think about the power system before even starting to write the manga. You know what I mean? You have to like think out the system and think out that background and how all of that works. That's like a proper fucking, that's a lot of effort, man. Like,
yeah, but it's more interesting.
Yeah, it is more interesting, and I give credit to people who do that, but I can understand why some people didn't do that back in the day. But anyway, back to this lovely visual novel. That fist and that mentality was passed on through the generations. The very specific fist. You chop it off and give it to your son. And thus 6 or so centuries passed.
Bloody hell, man.
Mutsu and Suzunomi's names are forgotten, as was the name of the god that fist was dedicated to. But Mutsu's descendants continued devoting themselves to honing their minds and fists.
I call bullshit. Like 1,000 years of people doing the same shit.
You know religion?
Yeah.
You know how, that does happen? You know
Alright,
maths?
look.
You know like a lot of like science?
But look, right? They're asking his sons to constantly punch trees or whatever for 1,000 years. You're telling me not a single one of them deviated?
Mate, he's not going to have one son. Each generation's not going to have one kid, right? They're going to have multiple, and one of them's going to be like, fuck you, dad, I want to be an artist or some shit, right? And then the other one gets fucking lumped with it because he has to. So that's how it happens. I mean, how do, like, you think about...
I'm looking at the chat. I'm sorry. First of all, Crackula says, yeah, you have to think a lot. Gotta have that pedophile Joker character. You're talking about Hisoka. He's fucking hilarious. I love him. His jokes.
If he wasn't, yeah, he is dodgy pedo, dude. But he has a really good... his character is complex and it's interesting. He's not just straight off bad guy. He does horrible things. And I think is potentially a pedo. I don't know what his obsession with kids is about.
Oh, it's definitely. There's a few jokes in the manga that haven't been carried into the anime.
Oh, why did they have to?
Very much establish him as such.
Why?
Garlic Bread X says, if that's how it works, then why doesn't Suzumu have Popeye arms? Because he hasn't eaten spinach. That's why.
No, Popeye arms you get when you're doing weights and you're just like you're building up your biceps. But if you're punching something, you're actually like you're not building just biceps, it's the whole arm, isn't it? And you get a wiry arm.
He must have like fucking really rough knuckles then.
Because you get people that do weights and all that, and then they have like really buff, puffy muscles, right? And then you get people who work and do physical labor, and it's a different type of muscle structure, isn't as so well defined. And there's usually a layer of fat over it. So I wouldn't necessarily think he'd have Popeye arms if he's just punching something. Because again, how much of it is the bicep? A lot of it's your back muscles as well when you're punching. Actually, most of the power I think is in the twist of the waist and stuff like that when you're doing a punch. Depending
on the arm and the waist.
Yeah, it's like
following through with your shoulder and all that.
You don't just punch with your arms because that's weaker. You do it at least in certain types of punches. You swing round and put a lot of things. Anyway, so that's how you get strong as crack dealer. He is a proper pedo. He's talking about Hisoka and Hunter x Hunter. In anime too, he was like moaning God's name and getting bonus. Yeah, they did have that, and I was like, oh, why?
So in the manga, one bit I remember is that there's a part where he's naked in front of the two boys, and the speech bubble is covering his knob. Right. So first it's lower down, and then the speech bubble in the next panel is raised up, to sort of, giving an implication as to what's going on over there.
What the hell, man? Alright. Fucking hell, Hisoka. To the nonce jail for you.
Can you read that thing, man? I've only seen bits of it. I haven't read the full thing.
But anyway, let's not talk about nonces and get back to the thing. And so I love that word is so interesting, nonce.
You really want to get into that now?
I don't know. It doesn't sound like what it's describing. It sounds a lot tamer.
It's slang, isn't it?
Yeah. It's weird though. It doesn't like pedo, right? It has a hard thing to it. And there's other things as well where like fuck, but like nonce just I don't know. Just seems very British.
It is British.
Yes.
It's specifically a British slang for pedo.
I realise that, but I'm saying it's very British. It's very like it's like a light way of saying. I don't know. Anyway, how can you read this like a visual novel? Says Crack Dealer. So another 4 centuries passed, bringing us to the present. The Suzuhara Divine Tribute style has been passed down to this day. Its current instructor is Gentaro Suzuhara. He is its 60th instructor since its founding. His son, Suzumu, has been undergoing intense training since he was a boy intending to become the 61st instructor. If all this is true, that would make this the oldest style of martial arts in Japanese history.
Get out of here! Fuck off.
Why would you think that's bullshit?
Why would I think that's bullshit? Why is he... Like, you're telling me they didn't have any martial arts before this?
In China, potentially. A lot of martial arts came from China to Japan. They had a different type of, like, it's like that way of the samurai and things like that. I don't know if
they
they're
had
that old.
Yojimbos. They mentioned they had Yojimbos at one point.
But they might be taught... Well, I don't know. We can look that up another time. The Suzuhara Divine Tribute style and its 1,000-year history have been entrusted to young Suzumu and will likely keep surviving far into the future. Furthermore, every New Year's you can see it being practiced publicly on the bell of a temple close to the dojo. Oh.
They just punched the bell.
At least they're still punching a bell. This New Year's, Suzumu was sworn to become the art's 1,000-year successor and punched the bell for the first time.
What?
He's not been practicing on the bell? Weird.
What was that then? What were they saying earlier? Literally the line before this one.
They were saying that that's what they do. They punch the bell every so often, but they didn't say... Every
Alright,
New
so it's the
Year's
first
you can
time
see it
he'll
being
punch the
practiced
bell.
publicly on the bell of a temple. Yeah, so his dad must be doing it because he's the current instructor.
Right, yeah.
From
That's
a
the only
local
way that makes sense.
From a local community magazine.
What is this, a fucking tips?
Oh god, you're reminding me of Chaos Child.
Higurashi has tips like that, where it's like from a magazine or a newspaper cut out.
They also have little video clip extras. I say video clip, not video clip. They're like pieces of visual novel stuff that are come under the extras or something for each.
Those are extras, yeah, but
Yeah.
tips are... I'm talking about tips in Higurashi, which are very specifically like newspaper clippings and little bits of information like that. It just comes out.
I punched a tree with all my might, but this wouldn't be enough. I'd never attain it like this. Attain what? I didn't know. But I knew I had to attain it. Oh my god, what logic is this? This fist had been honed over 1,000 years.
Not your fist.
If I bore the thoughts and feelings imbued from it back then I couldn't be satisfied with how weak it was now. This fist had been passed down to me from its founder over a millennium. The Suzuhara Divine Tribute style had been tempered over that time with each generation, and I was its 1,000-year successor. So I had to attain the peak that such a weighty history represented. I recited those words and readied myself before I punched.
I just want to say, I would definitely watch an anime of this.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, the horror-y bits would be good, but him punching a tree all the time.
Yeah, that can be fine.
What, I'm being bland as fuck.
I mean, it'd be more interesting in an anime form, I think.
But I still didn't understand. Was I punching to crush evil? Or to demonstrate the righteous path? I couldn't even tell that much.
Suzumu, 麦茶入れたけど飲む?
Yeah, we ain't seen you in ages. Also, I really like that outfit.
Wait. Oh my god. If just like a cute woman could make me tea right now. Be great. Japanese style.
ありがとう。もらうよ。
これ読んだよ。すごいね。1000年の歴史があるんだね。アンビリーバブバブ。
Unbelievable. What the fuck did that come
スズム
from?
も簡単にお寺の鐘をパンチしたんだ。ゴーンって？
ゴツって感じかな。すごく痛いよ。
Wait, did he hit it?
でも、なんでお寺の鐘をパンチするの？
Good question.
カイソがお寺の鐘を打って修行をしたと伝えられてるんだ。カイソが絶命するとき、その鐘が割れたんだって。
Wait, so he got the power at the end then?
以来ススハラ流では
I
盆
don't
栽を追
know.
われて初めて神域に達することができると言われてる。
If he did it and then his descendants got shittier and can't do it, disappointing.
それを試すために毎年お寺の鐘を打つようになったのが始まりだって聞いたよ。
Just reading what reading the chats, Crackdeal was saying, so they have to punch the bell to redeem all the points. How can you even keep track of that shit? Crackdeal's got Kiko, long time no see. Garlic Bread X is saying, an anime about punching trees would just be a Minecraft anime adaptation. There you go. Cookso's favourite game of all
Oh, I
time.
regret it. I fucking regret it now.
それお寺の人に知られたらもう二度と鐘を打たせてくれなくなるね。
それもそうだね。でもお寺の人には悪いけれど。
え？
僕は
Oh
必ず
shit.
割ってみせる。
I swear I will look epic.
Yeah, he's
One
looking
day.
pretty epic there, I'm impressed.
End of the arc? Yep.
Oh
Well, we
shit.
got enough info from that.
How many arcs are in this fucking game?
You've got at least 3 more, I believe.
I skipped this once and you got pissed.
Yes.
I was like, I don't need to see this. We've not finished yet.
Because you uncover more meaning every time every arc finishes.
Lame. Not so lame.
I actually miss these guys now.
Because
Because we haven't seen them at all.
a lot of Toei and fucking Suzumu.
Yeah, but we ain't seen the others, and I was talking about them.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like we've got a lot of them too instead.
We don't see any of their ancestors, I suppose.
No, their ancestor is Suzunomi.
Oh yeah, yeah. But what about Atsuta then?
No one gives a fuck about Atsuta. He's the comic relief, unfortunately.
Yeah.
It'd be
Have we
so
seen
funny.
this?
It'd be so funny if he does have like a super important role that they bring up near the end. And I'm like, what?
This one's different.
The kiss wasn't there in this bit.
Yeah, this video was different. Definitely.
Oh well. I don't.
Yeah,
regret
thank God
this.
you didn't. Thank God you didn't skip it.
Oh no! I missed him kissing in a bell. What would I have ever done? Fuck me.
Hello, that's part of the fun.
Gah. So we've
I like this
restarted,
music
eh?
as well.
The sounds of the sports clubs practicing in the schoolyard after school reached the infirmary. Yet the sound was rendered near melancholic in the near empty school.
Garlic Prelix says Atsuta. Yeah, we missed him. And Cactula says the deer wasn't there, right? Of course not. They were killed.
Was the deer there last time?
Yeah, the deer were in the opening before.
Suzumu and Hinagata were in the infirmary together.
どうすればみんなを救えるんでしょう。
Right, so if we just like fast forwarded to the bit where she starts telling them about what's happening.
Touch them in the head. It will cure them.
Touch them sensually. It will turn them insane and they'll bring about the apocalypse.
Cactula says I want the best music of this game. Which one's that? I get a feeling I know which one you're talking about. It's the one that I like as well. But this one's pretty good as well.
呪いのすすを打ち破るほかはないわ。そしてそれはおそらくすすはらくんにしかできないわ。
I feel like, what's the point in the looping? We don't seem to get any closer to anything. Yesterday, Suzumu and Hinagata had used their Sunday to meet up with Suzumu's father. They'd gone to learn about the roots of the Suzuhara divine tribute style. but more than anything, they'd wanted to see his power. It went without saying, but with Mr. Suzuhara being the current master of the Suzuhara Divine Tribute style, he would be far better versed in it than Suzumu, logically speaking. Thus, they were hoping he had the power to destroy hauntings, stronger than Suzumu's anyway. Hinagata was also a descendant of the sacrifice to the cursed suit. She would be able to tell if he possessed such power. But unfortunately, it seemed Mr. Suzuhara no longer had it. What?
人は加齢によって霊的防御力が上がるの。でもそれは言い換えると、人は若さを失うと霊的なチャンネルがずれてくるとも言えるの。
That sounds wrong to me.
That sounds like that clashes with what you just said. It's easy for those channels to sync up with spirits during adolescence, which is why even average people can be prone to hauntings. But those channels gradually tune out as the years pass. Perhaps it could be likened to hearing. People stop hearing spirits' voices the older they get. I feel like it's a bit of the opposite.
If you say so.
ススハラ君のお父さんはきっと若かった頃には素晴らしい力を持っていたと思うわ。
What's crap?
Yeah, too bad you're lacking.
You're saying you got the horrible history last time. I want that conversation. I bet he's the kind of guy who will start hitting on Sensei. Who? Suzuhara's dad?
でも今はもう
お父さんに助けてもらえばあっさり解決ってほど甘くはなかったわね。
This would be over in a jiffy if your father could do something, but in reality he's fucking useless.
その代わり今のススハラ君は霊的な意味で言えばまさに脂の乗ったお年頃というわけでもあるわね。
Just saying
Sure
that just
thing.
sounds like a metaphor for boner and sexual drive. The whole getting older out of sync.
できない。
Only I can do it. My father, who's mastered the fucking technique, can't do it because I can, because I'm teenager and I have special teenager powers.
ええ、あなたが呪いのすすを払える唯一の希望よ。
Imagine him, his dad, and his dad's dad, his grandfather, great-grandfather, great-great-grandfather all looked exactly the same.
Your father, and your father's father, and your father's father's father, and your father's 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 father, and you just cross the picture each time and it is the same guy.
It's the same guy, right? Just like how Toei looks just like Suzunomi, right? And all of her kids. It's like the same thing.
Fuck me, 1,000 years of Mutsu.
霊障を和らげられる人間の存在など私の知る限りの古文書には一度も登場しない。あなたは紛れもなく六神彦の命の呪いが始まってから1000年来のイレギュラー。
Really?
Why though? Why does he have a special power? Is it just because it's 1,000 years from then?
It seems so arbitrary.
Yeah, just because story is happening now, so something important happened now.
僕が1000年の呪いを終わらせる。
With your magic punch.
それが使命のような気がするんです。
That is your duty, but up until now you've not been able to fucking come up with the goods because you suck, Suzumu. Accept it and just die.
ススハラ流親善武術。ひょっとしたら本当にそのために存在するのかもしれないわね。
Speculation. Inagata was currently deciphering the ancient writing she'd borrowed from Mr. Suzuhara. Ibakiko's family, the Harumiyas, was related to the Suzuharas and had lived in Susuda for generations. So there was a high probability the Suzuhara's ancestors had a connection to this land. Every New Year's, it was tradition to punch a temple bell with the Suzuhara Divine Tribute style, and the Shintai housed in Iwaimoto Shrine was a temple bell. It all lined up with the legend of Rokugami Hiko no Mikoto's curse.
私は確信しているわ。
Wait, there's a bell in the fucking...
Yes.
Of course there is. That's the bell he has to break.
It's the temple bell.
Why have I not fucking noticed this? Oh well.
ススハラ君のご先祖様はこの地に住んでいたのよ。そして六神彦の命の呪いを解くために親善武術を生み出したんだわ。
Crack Dealer saying go have sexual relations with teachers and leave the city. Is that an option?
僕の家
I
の
mean,
名
it
字は
is.
鈴原
Run
It's
away
not,
with the
not an
teacher.
option. Yeah.
I mean, I would. Toei's screwed, and she's just gonna burn the city to the ground. So.
Also, yeah, the wrath seems limited to the
そ
city,
の名
right?
前は偶然じゃないのよ
So the implication of what we just saw there was that the god wasn't happy with just annihilating that city, and was probably gonna go on to annihilate maybe the whole world. Because
And
of
then
course.
we loop again. I still don't know what the loops are. Are they actual loops? Are we just going through different versions of the events, or what's happening?
Is this the Suzuhara multiverse?
No.
あなたは六神彦の命の呪いのすすを払うことを使命とした一族の末裔なのよ
Oh boy.
He gripped his fist tightly with newfound purpose and resolve. He sucks so hard. I've seen him fucking sucking hard. This doesn't feel.
Crack Dealer, this is not that visual novel. That's the wrong one.
Which one was that one? I did not have sexual relations with that woman.
Those were the words of a particular Bill
生贄の末
Clinton.
裔がすべて揃いすすを払うことを名に持つあなたが転校してきた
What from Eve Burst Error?
That's what I was saying.
平安時代頃より始まった呪いなら今がおそらく1000年目
Do you know, I don't enjoy this. I don't enjoy them fucking telling us what we already know again. We realize it's been 1,000 years. I don't know why they're harping on this so much. Like,
It's because these idiots don't know. And
I know,
even if
but-
they did, Suzumu is so fucking thick-headed, he needs it to be properly bored into his skull with a drill.
but as the reader, that you kind of like the whole point we've came to this point in the timeline when we restarted was to miss a lot of stuff that we've already seen that we don't need to. So like the dialogue changes with each loop. So like
Yeah.
they're doing like, look, this is a visual novel, it's not real life, right? So we don't need to hear this 1,000 times, and I don't see any benefit in this being harped on so much.
Yeah, I know. I agree with you. Cractula says, Suzumu, you can't say for it's a canon event.
It's a canon event. Also, who's that guy, the cool guy in that, who was like an anarchist? The cool Spider-Man.
The British one, Spider-Punk.
Yeah, what was his name? He was Spider-Punk, but what was his actual name? He had a name for him.
Oh, I don't remember.
Oh,
I only
he was
remember him as
so awesome.
Spider-Punk.
Do you know, on Twitter, I saw some people doing a cosplay from that, and the guy that
Oh,
did
really?
him, dude, the guy that did him looked fucking well like him. He was well good.
Shit, you
I
need
don't-
to send me that.
Oh, I don't know about fucking limited Twitter shit and all that. I'd have to scroll
Oh,
back down.
fucking Twitter like, fucking, since the morning, Twitter's been shit for me. I'm like, oh, come on. Like, I can see the fucking hashtags, and I can't click on any of them. Oops, something went wrong, but don't worry, it's not your fault. Fuck off, Twitter.
Oh, have you? I've not had that. Have you hit your limit yet?
I believe I have, because I keep pressing retry, and it doesn't fucking load. Cannot retweet tweets at this time. Please try again later.
How much Twitter do you go through? I've not hit my limit.
I only scrolled it for like 10 minutes in the morning.
No, that won't hit your limit. Unless you are... No, because you have to go for like 300, 400, is it 500 now? Fuck, it keeps changing.
600. I think it's 600, but also I'm not using the official Twitter app. I'm using a different Twitter app.
Oh, dude, that's going to
And
get fucked.
And I'm wondering if that has anything to do
No,
with it.
that the precise reason that they're doing this was to limit scraping, and if that app is using the API to get those the tweets, that they're going to get hit straight away, because it's not particularly aimed at them, but it also is aimed at them. It's aimed at anyone that uses the API to just take all the data, and they're getting pissy about it. So that's precisely what the problem is. You've not hit your limit. That app is fucked. And on top of that, Twitter are going to are charging, and it's like a rate that's not
I
reasonable.
fucking won't use the general fucking Twitter app. I use this one because then I don't get hit with ads.
Okay, no Twitter for you then.
Oh, fuck it, then it doesn't matter.
What? No Twitter?
Yeah.
You're just gonna go off Twitter? Where are you gonna
Why
get
not?
all your fucking hentai art recommendations and shit,
Oh, I got
man?
fucking places. You don't need to worry about that.
You're just gonna go on Twitter? That's crazy. You're more Twitter addicted than I am. Or like more Twitter aware. Oh well. Oh, do you know what? It's good for everyone's well-being, limiting it anyway. Back to saying, ha, Twitter addicted. Couldn't be me. Anyway.
その1000年目にこれだけの偶然が揃う。
運命だと思います。
Ume, it must be fate.
同感よ。そして1000年目を迎え、トエちゃんの体に封じられた鈴ももはや限界。
Garlic Bread X says the blue bird needs to pay.
呪いの鈴が放たれ、この地に恐ろしい災いが降りかかるの。
The thing is, right?
Why is the teacher being a fucking narrator? Talk normally, like just fucking be like, all right, let's go help. Let's go save the world or some shit. I don't know. Look at fucking Suzumu. He's looking bemused about all this.
You're just happy to talk to the hot nurse teacher.
それとも
僕がこの呪いを終わらせます。
God, he's so fucking dull.
This actually is pissing me off. He's fucking useless. He's as useful as a chocolate teapot. He can fuck right off. We've seen him fail numerous times when he's talked the talk and fucking couldn't walk the walk. We have literally seen him try to actually punch her with the Suzuhara technique and suck hard, right? Fuck, I'm just so done with Suzumu, right? I'm so fucking done. Just say something different. Grow, like, develop your character. You're not like, none of this is showing him develop as a character or anything. Everyone
he just keeps saying the same shit constantly.
Everyone is the same, and it's really actually tiring. Not tiring, it's just annoying. I'm not seeing any development. I feel like we're learning more things, yes, but nothing is developing to like a crescendo where we think something different will happen for once. I don't even see that many changes. He just doesn't do the same thing that gives him a game end. This just sucks.
まだ未熟で、その力はないけれど。
I don't have the power just yet, but teacher, I'll make you happy. I'll learn.
必ずそれを身につけてみせます。
I'll learn.
Critic says, teacher narrates, Suzumu impressed. Suzumu saved the day. Teacher marries Suzumu. Lots of kids.
Mate, I mean, I wouldn't put it past her to want that, but also, where were teachers like that when I... No, I shouldn't think that way. Don't think that way, Ashmanix. Suzumu had borrowed the Suzuhara Divine Tribute Style's Book of Secrets from his father. For the first time in his life, Suzumu was aiming high, not because his training told him to, but because he wanted to. Once he saw that, his father had realised Suzumu's Divine Tribute Style had entered the final stage towards completion. His training would become even more special from this day onward. Suzumu would learn the heart of the secret texts and perfect his technique.
もちろん、鈴原君に全てを任せて高みの見物なんてつもりはないわ。
Character, you're saying you're pissed, this is great, yes, best outcome.
私も呪いの鈴について様々な古文書から研究を続けてるわ。
Time for more Google.
None of this is adding to the story. This is all just like same shit again and again. It wasn't like the infirmary was always busy. Inagata would continue deciphering the ancient writings during the slow hours. Perhaps she'd find a clue to destroying the suit in them.
これは仮説だけれど、フラッシュバックという心理現象を知ってる？
I am talking to an idiot. Are you aware of the psychological phenomenon known as flashbacks? What the fuck?
フラッシュバック。
Oh my god. Oh, this is fucking stupid.
トラウマ体験が突然鮮明に蘇る現象よ。
I need to know this. Thank you, Ryukushi. I needed to know this.
そのメカニズムはまだ完全には解明されていないけれど、霊障だと仮定すると説明がつきやすいの。
What was I watching where they were literally talking about flashbacks and then flashbacks happen and it was a really stupid show?
トラウマ体験。
I don't know. I don't watch half the shit you
心
watch.
的外傷は心の霊的な防御をすべて貫通していたった傷と考えてみたの。
I know what it was.
Go on.
Shit, I've forgotten the name. How can I forget the name of this really bad show? It was named after the main character.
Come on, tell us. What was the main character's name?
That's the
What was happening?
that's the name. It's alright, Velma, that's it.
Oh, for fuck's sake, why are you bringing that all shit up now?
Because they sit there, right, and there's a bit of the show going, do you know how like flashbacks are a really cheap way to like explain things in the story, blah blah blah, and they're like, oh yeah, and then they have a flashback, and I'm just like, this show. The show. Fuck. Thank you, Ryukishi, for reminding me of that shit show.
You're the one who reminded yourself. Come on.
No, he mentioned flashbacks. Fuck
トラウ
him.
マ体験そのものが霊障だとしたなら、それはつまり霊の攻撃が心に至り残り続けているということ。
What? That's weird logic. Okay.
人の心に霊の悪意が突き刺さったままになっているということですか？
そういうこと。そしてそれが可能してフラッシュバックという霊障を起こし、犠牲者を苛み続ける。
So what you're saying is the hauntings are actually fucking traumatic memories.
Yeah.
That is what you're saying here.
Dark Bredex says yes, teacher. Literary tropes are psychological phenomena.
何が言いたいかというと、人の心は霊的存在の規制対象なんじゃないかってことなの。
What
What?
you're saying is mental health you're going to blame on spirits. Mental health issues. This is a dodgy path to go down.
もちろん仮説に仮説を重ねた先生の空想なんだけれども。
Yeah, someone
yeah,
who's
let's
not
go
a
with that.
Yeah, someone who's not a psychologist nor a psychiatrist. No.
呪いの進もまた霊的な存在ならば、それはおそらく心に寄生していると思うの。
Could you imagine that? We're just going back 1,000 years. It's like, what's wrong with you? Mental health issues? Oh, you are cursed!
To be
them
fair,
on-
I can imagine that from 1,000 years ago.
No, that's what I'm
It's
saying.
a curse from a demon.
That's
away with you, and they just throw salt at him or something.
That's literally yes, I'm saying that's literally what she's doing here. She's like, we're going back 1,000 years with the fucking way we treat mental health. Maybe it is because they're cursed. Maybe we should set fire to them because they're possessed. Yes.
You know what they used to do? They used to drill a hole in the skull
Lobotomy.
and drain some blood. Yeah,
Oh.
no, that's not lobotomy. Lobotomy was when they got an ice pick and went through the eye, above the eye, into the brain and like fiddle around a bit. But they thought it was a headache. That's it. They thought like really bad headaches were caused by
Increased
demons or pressure or something. So
pressure
they
in
drill
the
a hole
head. Yeah.
in the skull and then like drain some blood out. That's fucking grimy thinking about that.
So yeah, like medical healthcare in at least in the UK during the Dark Ages, pretty bad. I think it was like some of the medical practices from the East that brought to the West that really started to like. They were like way beyond them in terms of understanding and how to heal stuff and all that. But yeah, it's good that we don't live in those times, eh? Because you would have just died from that.
Crackdilla says flashback. He also says, well, at least we know for sure that horrible Vlad the Impaler thing wasn't real. I'm not sure. It seems like that was a
No, because
I'm
he
not
had
sure.
kids and stuff, so that was ridiculously gratuitous. I know that they're bad, but I would have thought they would have just killed him in a more simpler fashion.
But then again, what about her explanation of hauntings?
Yeah, she said it's just like flashbacks. No, but she's saying flashbacks could be parasites affecting your mind. Who knows?
Oh, fucking hell. This is Higurashi all over again.
Oh my god. Garlic Bread is saying bloodletting was also a common practice, yes. God. And they used to burn you at the stake if you were randomly accused of being a witch. Which you'd get accused of if you're being a difficult person. Someone would just say you're a witch and then you'd get killed.
Yeah, but that's just one way that you used to get killed. There's all sorts of ways they used to kill people. Very inventive ways as well.
You're talking about like the Spanish Inquisition, how they had their many ways to torture and kill people.
Well, loads of people had many ways to torture and kill people. That sawing in half, like they showed in the previous episodes, actually happened in a lot of places in the world. The Vlad the Impaler one is there was quite a bit of that as well. Have you heard of I think it's called the Bronze Bull?
No.
Yeah, this one's a fucked up one. So basically, it's like a hollow bull, right?
Right.
And
Oh no! Did they put you inside it?
they put you inside it and
they
roast
heat
it.
it up?
Yeah. You've heard this one, yeah.
And you've got the Iron Maiden.
Yeah. The Iron Maiden, I don't think that ever existed, to be honest. It's just one of those ones that people talk about, though.
You know, people are. What the fuck is wrong with people? Honest to God, man, people can fuck off. They have like great ways of just torturing people, and yet, I don't know. Anyway, let's continue with this. This
is actually it's fucking me up a bit. This game.
No, this
Making
game
me
is
think
just.
about all that shit.
No, this is just annoying me now. The game itself.
そしてそれは霊的防御を貫通していたった心的外傷に根ざしている。
心の傷と呪いのすすに関係があるということですか？
Yep. Let's go back. Fucking. Let's. All that mental health shit. We can blame it on the curse.
心の傷は一般的には時間が癒すと言われてる。それは加齢で霊的防御が上昇するのと一致するわ。
Mental trauma doesn't always heal with time.
私は自分の体験も重ねて考えてみた。呪いのすすは人の心の傷の中に住み着いていると考えているの。
You know, right? In real life, these two would just be absolutely insane people that are like attributing mental health to like a random curse, running around the city, trying to find a cure, punching bells and trees while as they go.
They look like they're crazy, yeah.
And could you imagine if they came and said, "Your daughter has been cursed by Soot. I need this boy to touch her head." Yeah, not dodgy at all.
つまりカウンセリングによる悩み相談とかでアプローチする方法もあるかもねってことなの。
Suzumu would aim to drive away the cursed Soot through the divine tribute style he'd trained in. Meanwhile, Hinagata would aim to heal the roots of the cursed Soot by using psychotherapy. How's she using psychotherapy? She's a fucking teacher stroke nurse. She's not like specialised in psychological health, is she?
まる
I
で
don't know.
鈴原くんが西洋医学で私が漢方医学ね。
Right, wait, is she a doctor?
What? Wait, she's a school nurse. She
She's
must
not
have
a
some kind
doctor.
of qualification.
Mate, being a nurse,
So a nursing qualification.
there's specializations, right? And she's like, oh,
Yeah, I
I'll deal
know.
with the psychological things. Like, oh, I'm a doctor. I'll do heart surgery, even though I'm a lung doctor. Like, what? No. I'm an engineer. I'll just work on a nuclear submarine, even though I'm like a fucking train engineer or some shit. I don't know.
僕は呪いを直接叩き、先生が根底から治す。
What?
Um,
What? I'll fight the curse physically? How?
he's talking about punching the bell, obviously. Calibrated. Well, I don't actually. Fuck knows what he's talking about. Calibrated is saying Hinagata would lose her license to be a nurse. Yes. Crackdeer is saying, and there's one thing where they compress your muscles to the point your muscles just tear apart and it's really painful.
Compress or stretch? Because that's the rack, isn't it?
God.
It's what they did to God, what was the guy from the gunpowder plot?
Guy Fawkes?
Guy Fawkes, that's it, yeah.
That we celebrate with fireworks.
Yeah.
Weird.
そう
We celebrate that they
Asami
didn't kill Parliament that night.
With fireworks when they were trying to blow up Parliament. Like,
Yep.
bit odd. The time where you buy cheap fireworks from random pop-up shops of dubious repute, and then you light those fireworks hoping one of them won't blow up on the ground. Which I had one go up not go up very high, come back down and blow up at ground level.
Wow, really?
Yeah, you really have to be careful when you buy these fireworks, especially from random shops that pop up around the time.
I'm just thinking of a video clip I've seen from years ago where a firework just sort of, it doesn't even go up at all, it just like pops on the ground and then starts blowing up like mad everywhere in the street. And the guy recording is going, oh shit, oh no, oh Jesus, oh Jesus. It's just fucking everywhere. It's fucking hilarious, that clip.
Well, it's hilarious if it's not you.
Yeah, of course.
It's dangerous as fuck though, man. A lot of people get injured during fucking... Anyway.
I know.
X is saying maybe he's like Shiki and can punch curses out of existence. I don't know what that's effective, but I've got a feeling though. Suzumu and Hinagata would surround the curse from both fronts. They swore to fight back against it for the first time in history.
I'm sorry, we've seen this already, so fucking hell.
What? Who? What fucking arrogance though? Yeah, we'll defeat it.
じゃあみんな着席してね。
Wait, what does she
God.
teach?
次の日曜日には清掃活動を行います。
No, she's talking about
No,
today.
it's the fucking LCSC, right?
I'll see it, yeah.
Why she got a fucking chalk in her hand?
She's gonna write her name on the... Oh, hello,
I kind of
Kanai.
missed you, Kanai, and your Oira
リリア
speak.
ちゃんは来られるの？やっぱりお仕事？
学業も部活も両立できてこそ女子高生アイドルだと思いますので。
Okay.
I don't think you can balance it. We saw you break down mentally before.
Oh, there's Toy with the doll. She has the doll, it's okay.
トイちゃんも体調が良かったらぜひ来てね。
Goo.
へへ、俺様のグレートなほうき技が見せられそうだぜ。
Nacha! Great!
Natsuya and his Ore-samas and his Greto. My god. Fucking love this guy.
Oh man, it's been a while since I've seen you.
スサラ？あ、ごめん。ぼんやりしてた。
Wow.
Suzumu, you
Suzumu's
fucking
on it.
sucked the grate out of the atmosphere.
On the outside, the LCSC looked harmonious. But all of them were suffering, well, except for Natsuya. And it wasn't just them. Many others had suffered in the 1,000 years it had taken to reach this point. I swore I'd put an end to it. Why? I just can't get over how he keeps saying this and it loses its effect more and more, and it's gone to the point where it's just fucking worthless. It's annoying why they keep having him say that as if this is the first loop of the story or something.
No, you'll sort it all out? Yeah, sure you will, mate.
He has failed so many times. It's like, you know, in Battler and Umineko's like, I will win this game. But he gets annihilated, but each time he gets, like, he changes, right? And it's not like he's sitting there with the same arrogance.
But the nature of the game changes each time as well.
Yeah, and he gets, like, there's progression of some sort, right? It's like this where you see a different angle, but there's some sort of progression, or at least something changes, and then there's like there's hope, and sometimes you lose hope. Whereas here it's just like he keeps losing, he keeps saying the exact same thing and doing almost the exact same thing, and nothing changes. He's not getting any closer to like defeating the curse. And then he keeps saying, I'm gonna do it. He says the same fucking lines again and again. I'm like, this is really tiring now. What the fuck is... I'll bring back their smiles, every last one of them. Fuck me. The Book of Secrets I'd borrowed from my father didn't have anything so awe-inspiring inside, like one might expect from the name. It was just everything he had taught to me since I was a child. But the basics of the basics were likely secrets in and of themselves.
親善武術は武術なれど戦う術にあらず。
And its fist was not for violence.
カイスは金を割った。だから拳を強く固く鍛えるのが目標と誤解しやすい。違う。金が割れたのは結果であって目的じゃない。カイソは金を割るために撃ったんじゃないんだ。 神に報じるために撃った。
I don't know, man. I think you've got it mixed up. I'm fairly certain the founder was trying to break the bell.
But what did that mean in its core sense? Did it refer to the ancient definition where people would present their yields to their gods as thanks for their blessings?
神前武術は怒りで撃つんじゃない。初歩の初歩だ。僕は今まで無心で撃つものだと思ってきた。
But that was part of the process, not the destination. I would advance to a new stage from now on.
覇者検証。邪悪を破りて正しきを示す。そしてそれがなされることを神に感謝しよう。
Dedicate the fist, offer thanks, and dedicate. It was strange. Up until now, I'd felt heat in my fist, but something was different this time. I felt heat in the core of my body, like there was a tree growing from my stomach. I'd get that checked, mate. I knew then that I'd taken my first step into a new realm. Can I just say this is so underwhelming?
鈴原流神前武術。鈴原進。
I swear we saw this like 20 minutes ago.
いざ。
Oh shit, he had a bamboo stick. Those working in the shrines office bowed when they noticed Toei returning from school. Toei returned their bows this time, but she clearly wasn't feeling well. How could you tell? She hadn't had any hauntings when she was in the LCSC clubroom with Suzumu. Once he'd left, they immediately came back with a vengeance. Toei gripped her abdomen and looked down for a while. It hurt from time to time, like there was a dry riverbed in her stomach with giant boulders rolling around. The pains had been coming without notice these days, and they grew worse each successive time. Toei knew from the ancient writings what those pains signified.
もう限界なのか。
That was fast.
The sacrifice who'd been subjected to the quintuplet spell had also complained of a pain like a giant boulder rolling in her stomach. This pain likely indicated the suit inside her had hit its limits. But the quintuplet spell had been lost. All she could do was endure the pain, hold off the curse for as long as possible, and have a child as soon as she could.
お嬢さん、大丈夫ですか？しっかり。誰か手を！お嬢さんがまた体調を崩された。
Oh, boy.
Again. Oh my god. What?
We're back to this. Didn't they fucking kill each other after this?
They turned to mush, and then one of them came...
Wait a minute. If this is happening, he's going out with Tsubakiko, right? So that still happened.
No, he didn't necessarily have to go out with Tsubakiko. What the issue was is
That's what started this fucking bullshit.
No, they got angry and then they got ill, but he just touched them to heal their bullshit, and that's what caused them to get to this point. So he might have...
No, but that all started because he was going out with Tsubakiko. So
Yeah,
we're following that route.
I'm saying that something different might have happened where he had to heal them. It didn't need to be Tsubakiko, going out with Tsubakiko to be the trigger. But I don't know, this is just...
I don't know, I feel
Came
like
out
if
of
we've jumped
nowhere.
to this part... Yeah, if we've jumped to this part, I think it'll be that he's going out with Tsubakiko again. Like it was happening that way, and then something different's gonna happen.
Who knows? Maybe he started going out with Kanai.
Wait. What?
What? Make a helmet from a pot?
Don't worry about the lyrics. It says do. Who's singing then?
They're all do. They're all young. What are do?
So
Female
they've been
deer?
Yeah, so they've been possessed by the other spirits. How many
Maybe.
revenges are happening in this?
No, but it's all like the same spirit. Who knows, man?
お
Who
布
knows?
団かぶってちょっと来ておくれすすって真っ黒かぶれない
Oh no, I'm all sooty.
あの子が欲しい
Sooty was a good show back in the day. Sooty and Co. An old reference.
あの子じゃわからん相談しましょう
Let's have a chat. This is a weird song.
そうしましょう
Three human-like figures with antlers danced in the doll ritual tool shed. The doll ritual tool shed, okay, which was naturally packed to the gills with dolls. Then they came to a sudden stop and quietly sat down.
Well, at least they're being
Civil?
sensible this time.
はてさて相談とは何か姉上様
They're all talking to
Toei
Toei.
here?
I think Toei's here.
Yeah.
Hello, my sisters. Right. So they're clearly possessed by some of the other dear gods. The sisters are the one that died. Oh, sorry, the sisters who died as part of that shit. Another human-like figure with antlers appeared in the center of them.
我のすすは十分にたまり、いよいよ木を迎えたり。
おめでとうございます姉上様おめでとうございます人鬼どもにこの世の地獄を
なれど、これしきでは足りぬ。
What?
と申されますと
我ほどに蓄えしすすをもってしても、兄上様たちのご無念を晴らすにはまるで足りぬ。
Silence descended upon the room. 1,000 years was hardly a short time to gather enough soot to lay vengeance on the humans, even for them. It would have been agonizing to wait longer to exact their revenge, even for the manifestations of the curse.
姉上様一人ではありませぬ我らが後に続きまする我ら4人で夜旅の災いが起こせまする
Oh?
それでは手ぬるい。
She just wants it all now.
姉上様のお考えは
我らのすすを一つに集めたい。ささやかな災いを夜旅起こしたところでたかが知れたこと。人鬼どもの嘆きを天を越えて轟かせるには。
With our powers combined, I become Captain Deer.
我らのすすをすべて集め、この上なき災いをもたらすより他はない。
お気持ちはわかりまするが災いの日を待つのは我らも日が我らもまたその日を夢見て流らえてきたのでございまする我らのすすそうそうは手放せませぬ
What?
They've each got their own suit or something.
I get that, but like, if she's offering to fucking combine the soot to make an even greater calamity, what beef do you have with that? If your soot is so meager by itself.
Because what she's saying is, give me your suit and I'll do the job. Whereas if they keep theirs, they'll get to do their own little calamity, which is probably more cathartic than passing on to their sister and letting her do the annihilation stuff.
So once again, greed is gonna fuck everything up.
Not necessarily greed, it's just like, I don't know, wanting for vengeance.
It's greed for vengeance.
Yeah.
なれど我らの目的は人鬼たちを注視兄上様たちのご無念を わずかでもお慰めすること。
Look, if your siblings have been dead for a long time and they were gods, are they not alright now? Did they not go to heaven or something?
No.
I like how you just answer for them straight away. Like they're
Clearly
probably...
not. Look.
No, they think that, but they're probably just chilling, right? I mean, the fucking deer god that sacrificed himself was talking to Mutsu, and he was chill. So what the fuck is these gods' problems?
They want vengeance. That's what it is.
But
You've
he-
seen Japanese ghost movies, right? Whenever they're fucking dead in agony, they always come back as twisted manifestations of horror.
姉上様の仰せになることが最もその目的にかなうのであれば、我は悲願の火を姉上様に託すこともやぶさか
See,
で
she's
はあり
being
ません。
reasonable.
それで良いのですか、姉上様。
我らは神の呪い、神を慰めるための存在。決して我らが報いを求めてはなりませぬ。
Scarlet Bread X says, if Mutsu wished for the deer bro to possess him, he would have saved the day with deer's superpowers. Yes, that would have solved the issue.
He was too late already.
No, because
He was punching the rock in the under the waterfall because Susanome had already passed away.
but her kid would have been born, right?
Yeah.
So he could have
He could have gone and killed the kid.
exorcised the kid. Calm yourself, mate. What the hell? He could have been possessed by the deer bro. He could have went there, had a chat with his deer sis, and be like, calm yourself. Let's just go home. And then she'll be like, Aniki! And he's like, no! I told you, chill! We go home now. And then she's like, fine. Job done.
そなたは同意できるか。
夜旅の災いよりもすべてをすすだきし災いの方が兄上様をお慰めできるのならば
Wait, why are you talking about your brother? Your brother was already dead by then.
我も同意いたしまするが
Also, are they unaware that his brother,
Joking,
sorry,
like,
their brother brought about a way to stop this from happening? As in,
Clearly,
like, he's
clearly.
not interested in this going on.
Yep. They're clearly not aware of that.
聞こうぞすべてをすすだきて災いを起こすというならばあれのすすは無視できません
陸奥の末裔、鈴原鈴夢の鈴か。
Suzumu Suzuhara.
さようです陸奥の末裔あれのすすは強く濃くこの上なく多い
God, this is about sex. The suit of Mutsu's descendant is stronger,
Have you forgotten?
thicker, and greater than any other.
Have you forgotten, like, all the dodginess before this? It has been the whole time.
It's about sucking a man's suit.
すべてをすすだきしこの上なき災いと仰せられるならばあれは決して無視できませぬぞ
あれほどすすが多いものは実に久しい。見逃すにはあまりに惜しい。
無論すすが多いに越したことはない
鈴夢の鈴、見逃す手はありますまい。
さようですなれば姉上様
Mm.
我らすべてのすすを集め災いを起こす役目鈴原鈴夢のすすを得たものということにされてはいかがか
Oh, God. They just had to make a competition out of it.
Will they fight each other to the death for this?
いかがなさいますかな、姉上様。我らは神の呪い。誰がそれを振るう役目になったとて、悲願の達成に変わりはありませぬ。
Interestingly, the teacher is not one of them. Why?
She's older. She's cut her spirit channels off.
No, mate, she still has the nightmares.
Really?
It's just inconvenient. That's what it is. Like, it's BS.
それならば張り合いがあるというもの。
I want a teacher on this.
公平な条件ならば誰にすすだくことになろうともお恨みはいたしません。
Oh, this seems like it's going to end badly for them.
I've seen this happen before in this game, and it ended badly.
It was the exact same thing, but with cooking.
Yeah.
我に異議はなし。姉上様やいかに。
よかろうぞ。すす原すずむのすすを得た者に我らのすべてをすすだく。
Question: How do you get the soot from his
Oh,
body?
mate, I had the exact same. I was just about to say the same thing. How? Just asking for a friend. How does one obtain the suit?
They haven't gone into that.
I'm kind of curious.
Especially with how they've fucking referred to it before this. Like, it just, yeah.
Is it a bit? They have to give him a suit,
Meanwhile-
PJ.
Meanwhile, Crack Dealer says, meanwhile, the dear bros in heaven saying, ha, women.
ありがたや。面白きかな。久々に胸が高まりまする。
Why are you so excited for some suit?
だが、ご油断召されるな。我らが何を恐れると。すす原すずむに油断召されるな。
Wait, what do you know?
あれはもう目覚めている。
Oh, right, okay. They're detecting that when he started to punch trees for God this time, he started to awake. What the fuck? The bringer...
You have a choice!
Oh my god. Where's the...
Oh! You have to choose!
Wait. Fuck. Right, let's see.
Save.
Let's save here.
Why?
Fine,
it's fine.
Be awkward. Do your OCD in or something. Oh, fuck. Wait, what? I fought the first one to get him suit. Why am I choosing who gets his suit?
Are we just gonna like... Is this like choosing an arc?
What does the chat say? What do you say, Kukso? What do you want? Subakiko?
Scarlet Protect says, choose your poison, caterpillar, delinquent, or drugs.
Caterpillar, delinquent. Oh man, I like a delinquent. I like a woman who can kill me. Drugs or cat? No, I'm not a caterpillar, man. Right, fuck it. We're going. I feel like the main route is Subakiko.
The main route is Toei. What are you talking about?
Out of these three, screw you. Where's Toei in this option? Right? Don't you bring a fucking fourth option. If we're going that way, where's the fucking teacher? I want the teacher route. Fuck you, game.
This game's not going that way.
This game should go that way. This game is shit because it's not going that way.
It's not going that way.
Right, fuck it.
We've saved it.
Subakiko, I choose... Wait, shit. I better save it in a special...
I like all of them. I have no issue with this.
Right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to... Wait, is there new... Yeah, do you know what? I'm going to save it here.
Why?
I've saved a copy there, so this is the choice bit before I choose, just in case I
Alright.
fuck up an over thing, and then I can go back to the bottom there and choose another one.
Crackula says, I think we all know. Go Kiko. You chose it, right? I wasn't looking.
Subakiko, yeah.
Yeah, that's the way I'd go as well. I like all of them, though. I have no issues with this.
And I think this is a good
leave it here.
point to leave it. I have saved... How the fuck ran return title? So, we got some more bullshit. No, we got some background for Mutsu. Found out Mutsu made a pact with a god to punch a bell, but also punch rocks under her waterfall, whatever. So that's where the Suzuhara divine tribute style came from, which was cool. Suzumu attempted to try and help Toei again and fucking failed. He tried to do his punch, his divine tribute punch, and it absolutely failed. The world ended with Toei turning into a dragon and setting fire to the whole town.
To everything.
And she was not happy with that, so she clearly wanted to go on and just maybe annihilate everything else in the world. Potentially. And then we got a loop, and we're back talking to the teacher, saying the exact same things that we've said numerous times before about 1,000 years having to wait and all this pish, which now I'm getting tired of. And we have the same
shit from the last arc.
Same Suzumu saying, "I will save her," which he has been saying from the very first time.
It is my duty.
And
I
I'm
will
like,
save her.
This is
I
not
dedicate this fist to God. I punch trees.
So that
Hashi, whatever it was, the fuck, I forgot that word.
the problem I have is that I feel like the fact that he doesn't remember the previous loops means that he just says a lot of the same shit again and again, and it just gets old fast.
Yeah, it really does.
And the way that they change the different loops is like they almost like things randomly change. Like when he's talking to the teacher, he's randomly, they don't decide to go and see the girls who are to heal them or whatever. Randomly, he's not decided to go out with Tsubakiko. Like, I cannot easily see why each loop is different. Like, it doesn't explain it. It just seems to be random fucking choice. So that's annoying.
It's not like Higurashi where they start remembering previous loops and changing things slightly because of that.
Yeah, which is like, it makes sense. It feels like there's some sort of development. It feels like there's some sort of good reason in storytelling to have these loops, right? You can see something developing from it. And whereas this is just like we're looping and we're going to random points in that time loop. And then randomly, things just happen to be different for reasons. And then they say the same fucking thing. Suzumu, who, being the protagonist, it's important for him to develop in some way as a character. I just don't see any development. He's saying the same things again and again. He makes the same kind of simp. I don't want to say simp, but like the way he kind of, I'm going to protect these girls. I'm going to do what I can. He does a thing and he makes it worse. He goes, I'm going to save them. He does another thing and then dies or something, right? Because he makes it even worse. And it's just repeated ad nauseum. And I'm like, where's the development here? He's not remembering anything from the previous loops, supposedly, because it's not been made obvious if he is. And he just makes the same type of mistakes again and again, and it's just frustrating. The only difference is that the only reward we seem to get for each of these loops is we get to get a flashback and a slightly better understanding of what's going on. And that's it.
I mean, that's good enough for me. I enjoy the fact that we got greater context now, but at the same time, it is tiring.
It's not good enough for me, because we keep... The main character of Suzumu, right? He just keeps saying the same thing, and it's so annoying and just boring. And I'm like, what? I don't want to see bits of him. Just keep showing me just show me new parts of like new context, background. Don't show me him talking. I don't want to know unless he does something different from before. Because now, like, he's not been a likable character from the beginning, but he's now becoming even more fucking frustrating to watch. Let's see. Cracked, you're saying, oh, is it like we can get more story on the one we choose? Maybe. He's also saying, at least he fucking broke his arm. That was funny. Yeah.
We're at the point now where we can choose a girl. It's the root choice.
Suzumu sucks. Mutsu is much better. I saw Mutsu getting pissed off and punching a wall. That was more emotion than I've seen Suzumu throughout this whole thing.
What are you talking about? We saw Suzumu break down in frustration after he punched Toei in the stomach so hard that he broke his own hand.
But even when he did that, it didn't feel that epic. Like, it didn't feel as epic as watching Mutsu punching the wall. Like, that felt like real frustration, right?
Yeah.
I don't know what it is they do. I don't know how they do it, but Suzumu, they just like fucking make him seem so much more bland. And I'm like, why are you doing this? This is the person we see the
It's
fucking
because
most.
he is. Never mind the person we see the fucking most. He's the person we're supposed to be rooting for.
Why? I don't like him. I don't want to root for him. The only reason I'm rooting for him is because we know what Toei's going through and what the town's going to go through if she fails. That's the only reason. I have no liking for his character. He's just really frustrating. He randomly is like, I have to do good. I have to save these people. And you just don't feel like you don't get anything. Besides, he was born to do it. I suppose that's the problem. Mutsu is the one that developed the character. And he was...
Mitsu is the one who's I'm going to call it vengeance as well. It is vengeance. It's his revenge. But fucking because of 1,000 years of bullshit, it's Suzumu who has to do it. And he's got nothing to do with this. It wasn't his struggle. It's fucking Mitsu's struggle.
But they don't... this just sucks so much balls. He's so lame. Like, they could have given him more of a personality. Like, even when he's like, oh my god... why didn't this work? Even then, I'm like, I just don't feel any empathy for you, mate. You just suck. And I think it's just because he just comes out with the, I don't know, Boy Scout. I need to save her. I'm gonna save you. I'll fight for 1,000 years to save you. And it just comes out of fucking his arse. And even now we've got context as to where that's maybe coming from. Basically Mutsu. I still just can't. Suzumu sucks. It's like he looks exactly the same. Like he's the same... he looks the same as Mutsu and everything, and yet he sucks. They make him suck so hard in comparison. That was funny. Gradir saying, but Toei doesn't sound like Toei at all when she switched. I like how she talks. Yeah, I like mature mommy Toei when she's possessed. I just like that voice, that type of voice.
I preferred it when she was doing Suzunome's voice.
Nah. I want a mature voice. Tell me off and tell me I'm pathetic. Love it. And on that note, I think we'll leave it there. This was Iwaihime. I am getting mega frustrated at this.
Again.
More so than... oh god, it's a different type of frustration though. But yeah, I am Ashmanix. Kuxel is Kuxel.
Yes.
And we'll hopefully see you guys next time. Bye bye.
No.